All right. We are 2 minutes into the hour three now. We have a new topic for discussion, and we're going to zoom in from the new songs that we've just enjoyed into the topic of discussion. And these are ideas which were brought together by my team. And Curve took up the idea, and Ashkash gave it a title. Ashkash, please remind us of the title of our
The title.
discussion.
So I think I don't know if you were there, Curve, during that part when we did the show with Long Lasting. We talked about reactions. We like how much your actions, how much do your actions matter when you can let when somebody can get you out of character and react out of
Oh yes,
how you
we was
normally would.
talking
So
about
it's
that.
yeah, so it's learning how to discipline your disappointment, or per se,
Learning how to discipline your
your
Right.
disappointment.
disappointment.
Wow.
So it's
Okay.
control your reactions, like.
Yes.
Control your emotions
Yes. And if I may
and your
ask,
actions. Yeah.
uh, what should be the first step to you know what should be the first step when you realize you have a problem, any sort
Hold
of
on one
problem
second.
at all? What
Seek
should
help.
seek help? That's good.
Seek help. Go to counseling.
That's good. That's
Go
good.
to counseling.
So
And then
I actually have a quote on this.
some people go to counseling. Some people need go help, but some people don't. It don't be for everyone.
That's true. That's true. That's really true.
So
Um.
I actually have a quote in my quote book on this, and that's where I got the discipline and disappointment from. And I could personally put my personal perspective on it. Through my journey over the past couple of years, I started by learning how to um, control my actions. We all control your actions, be responsible, take accountability, and how you move and what you do, because you can't always blame other people when you're not um, aligned yourself.
Yeah.
After that, then it was all about. I watched this video on YouTube, and they were speaking on it. How like when find yourself and build your boundaries, and you learn where your boundaries are, and you learn how to close and lock that door, then you have the ability to love people from a distance. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be anybody. But if they can't, especially in your growth, if people can't understand you, if people can't support you and can't learn the new you, and they just keep expecting you to be the old you, like, you can love them from a distance. Kevin Gates has a quote out that says it very well. I reward loyalty with loyalty, and I reward disappointment with distance. So it's learning how to discipline your disappointment, and you still love them, but you can't let them too close to you.
Okay. Okay.
True.
You don't. What's the point? And
It
if
will never
somebody,
be the same.
yeah,
So
if somebody does something like
Yeah.
terrible to you and you react and you spend the rest of your life in jail, was it really worth it when you could just walk away, and your children can keep their parents, and you can you can enjoy, like, you got to learn how to discipline, like, certain things aren't even worth it.
so would Tella,
That's right. That's true.
would you say the first step is to accept the disappointment or the problem? Is it a good thing to say that you have to accept it, or you don't have to accept it?
Well, when certain things come around, even the Bible tells us, be ye separated from amongst them.
Yes.
So you have to use wisdom in all that you're doing. You see me? Because sometimes some people do some things, and it's like when you welcome them again, it's like you welcome them for come kill you. You see me?
Right.
So you have to
Right.
know what you're doing. You get me? Some more time you see something, you just assign with the most I tell you, say, yeah man, feed them with a long fork. You know me I say?
That
Yeah
is
man,
true.
deal
Yep.
with them from a distance.
Ma'am.
That's what you
Yes,
do.
ma'am.
There are some people you have to love them from afar.
That's
It's
true.
like
Yes.
I
And you
go, I
don't have to
go.
accept it, but a certain amount of reactions, it affects. There's cause and effect, and it can take a detrimental effect on everything that you spent years working so hard for. What's
That's
the
True,
true.
point?
yes, I am.
Why they're not worth it? So it's not
True.
accepting it, but they're not worth it.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like
true.
that.
Because you can lose everything one time.
Yeah,
You
because
do have
somebody else
people.
is in a negative spirit and I mean it's that's a part of life. Like we always go through that. The higher you get, the closer you get to what's meant for you, that's when the devil starts to come and attack you. It gets nervous, so it sends
Temptation.
these
Yeah.
things, and you have to just have your armor on. You have to know where your boundaries are. You know how to have to know how to lock that door so you can protect your own energy and in your space and you know, stay true to who you are. They're not even worth it.
True.
Okay. Okay. So
True.
so
True, my sister.
that means we've all agreed that the first step is to accept the problem, but move wisely. And the second thing that I would like to ask, Ashkash, do you
Yes.
think it is good to react to the problem with your emotions or to meditate about it before you react? What's the best way to
Meditate.
react to your
Definitely
problems?
meditating because the emotion that the problem is the emotion. When you react emotionally, you do something that you probably would have never done because you're out of your normal in that moment, and that's where that one mistake happens. And you see it all the time on the news, and things that happen around the world, like acting
It can
emotionally.
it can change
Yeah.
your whole life one time,
Yep.
Well, that's good.
and then
That
you
that
will
that
you will
would, when
regret
you
it.
meditate and seek the counsel of the Most High, that will help you avoid decisions
Yeah.
with anger. Rapid
Yes.
decisions with anger and frustration. But do you think that problems that come forcefully in a very rapid form needs a rapid reaction?
I mean,
Like when
you have to
somebody
protect
steps to
yourself.
you, example, when somebody steps to you and slaps you, do you think you have to just
I
slap
mean,
them back or you have to
I
turn the other cheek?
Now, but there are some people who walk away. I saw some of them walk away, but not everybody walk away. Some people will fight back.
In this day, so we are addressing the problem, we are addressing
Yes,
this
slap back.
issue, we all right. Clever, thank you. We are addressing the issue according to these current times. Would you, if somebody just walks to you and gives you a rapid problem in a very decisive way, would you react quickly or you step back and think about your reaction before you would react? What would you do in that position and in that point in time?
Okay, it depends on the situation and where it happened.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it depends on where it happened and who you're around or the circle where it happens. Because sometimes that person can have them strength why them do certain stuff.
Yeah.
You know, them have a certain strength or certain sort. The people them around them give them a certain boost to do unnecessary stuff. You get me? Towards
Right.
people. You get me?
Right.
So it depends. It really depends. Because if them don't got no backative and think them can try certain stuff, and sometimes it doesn't even matter. You know, even if them have the backative, but it depends. Honestly,
Okay.
you know,
Okay. Is there something
depends.
somebody will add to what Clever said?
Yeah, you're right because some people will listen to their friends. Oh, use a they will call you a name or you're not tough, and then they end up going forward fighting. Because I saw that before. Me personally, I walk away many times.
Do
Not
you think
everybody.
do you think this is a follow-up question for you, Curve? Do you think in this day and age it is good to rely on friends when problems come, especially in times of maybe you are cash trapped, you are stranded, you have a personal problem, there are things around you that you need sorted out, do you think it is good to rely on friends in general?
In this time,
Yes.
tell you the truth,
It's good
uh,
to rely on friends
not
that has your
really.
best
Tell you the
interest.
truth, not really.
In these
It's
Hey
good
times.
to
man,
rely on friends
Not
when
not
you
in
that
when
has
you
this
your
have
best
time.
friends
interest.
like Trap God, and when you have
No,
friend
I
like
mean,
Ferg,
no,
and
no,
when
no.
you
I
have
mean
friend like Hot
outside.
Real
I
Ash
mean,
friends.
Tosh,
You get
No,
I
you
mean
can't
I
listen.
you
outside.
mean
get you
Yes,
get
but you
in
can't
general.
you
depend.
get teller.
In
No,
general,
man, no,
and
but you have some people. Listen, oh, listen. Remember, I say, many are called, few are chosen. We know the chosen one,
Mm-hmm.
them. And we have a
Yeah.
friend and we can say, yes. We can know, say, all right, today we can call Trap God and me I say Trap God and we can have a word of prayer and we can talk to the Most High. We can tell you something. In everything we have to put the Most High first. You get me? So
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
you have some friends now where you go call where them not even believing in the creator. You get me I say? They
right,
depend on a different thing
Yeah.
where you
True.
depend. So
No,
you have some people you can depend on. You have real people out there. You have real
Yeah.
friends in time of need. You can know say yes.
Yeah.
You them five there, them two them you can depend upon. You have people man who have your back,
Like
man.
genuine
You,
people.
yeah,
you have
I have
genuine people
Naturally
who
people.
have your
genuine
back.
people.
I have
Yeah,
people
That
man.
have
like
your back. And you have
I
some
have
people who
people
just
to
know say you have to
call.
just load them.
so
I have people to
how
Yeah.
call.
first of all, when we're
So
talking
yes,
about such
I
people,
have some people. What
right,
I have some people to call,
right,
but I
okay,
mean,
let me ask this question.
not like the ones.
Yes, Curve.
No, I was saying, yeah, I have people to call, but the ones I know, I cannot call them because I know I cannot rely on them. I know
Okay.
what they're about.
Yes,
I go forward. Like Otala or Ash Cash or Gitara, I can't do that because I know how you are. I understand. I
yes,
can relate to tell my story and have a conversation. You
yes.
know.
So now this is the question for this is a follow-up question to the friendship thing now. According to your problems and how you want to deal with it, believing in God, and God uses men to deliver his people as well. Any problem that you have, most of it, about 90% of the problems that we face in real life, naturally, not in the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm is different. Naturally, God uses humans to help us through those problems, right? Whether it is finance, whether it is, having a roof over your head, food, you know, clothing, certain things. God uses men to deliver us from such problems. How can you differentiate a real friend from a two-faced friend?
Be spiritually awake, man. The spiritually awakened, you will know, to be honest with you. Once you're walking in the most high God favor, once you're walking in his favor, it's sight upon sight and vision upon vision. We don't walk by
Yeah.
sight or appearance, we live by faith. So,
Yes.
when you ask him to lead and direct, he will show you the way. He will show you the ones to and one. Cause we have to pray the way that we have to ask the most high to show real people. Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
we go on fasting and prayer for an answer. So if there's somebody around and you really want that answer, you can talk to the Almighty man. Fasting and prayer is great.
Mm-hmm.
So if
That's
you
true.
fast and pray for something, I tell you something, you will get answer.
That's true. That's facts.
You will get
That's very
answer. You
That's
will
powerful.
get
that's
answer.
true.
Something
Yes.
gonna
That's
show up.
true.
Something gonna go on. Yes.
Because
All right. All right.
my
Tell
mom's
check this
always
again.
tell me like you have to pay when you need something, and it happened to me a couple years ago. I have that experience, but you have to have faith,
Now,
and you just have to have faith and keep on praying, and it will happen. It don't happen
nice.
like that, but when you pray, it will come. It just when it come, and you just have to be ready.
What now?
But
What if the
I wanted to
person in
add something.
Yes, please go on, Ashkash.
That's what I meant earlier when I was speaking on
One thing I can say
doing the
with the
inner
most
work,
high.
doing your inner work, learning how to discipline yourself, learning how to build your boundaries in the door, and you can love people from a distance. So even if it could be somebody that you love, but you can't go to them and you can't trust their judgment or how they're going to react to even be around them. So you love them outside of those boundaries. It's there's nothing wrong with it. That's you protect your peace. You have to do that work and know who you can let close enough to you and who's just not hasn't done their own work to get to a place where it's safe for them to be in your energy and in your collective space. I agree with what Tella said as well.
Okay. Clever, you had
I
Yeah,
wanted to
one
do
say
thing I
have
gotta
a
something.
say,
quote that goes with this too.
yeah,
When you're ready.
one thing I gotta say about the most side. You see, you if somebody mean you good, the most I gotta show you signs.
Mm-hmm.
Signs for you to read of people. You can read of the people that you
Yeah.
surround yourself with. Yes, I mean, it's easy to read them. It's easy, but and it's easy to judge too, because sometimes you can judge wrongfully. You get me? So
Right.
there's times people will show up themselves, you know. So you don't have
Yes.
to judge. You know, you realize, yo, this is the kind of person. Because it's easy just by having a conversation with a person can tell you who they is. You see me? Who they are already. You get me? Like how
Right.
them think, the mindset them
Yes.
have towards each other, the mindset them have towards people and them future and themselves. You get me?
Yes.
Right.
So it's easy for you know how that person, if that person value you, value your life. Because them value them life, them are gonna value your life. You see me?
Right.
So
Right,
and
true
value
that.
peace too. You see
And
me?
it's
Peace
very
is more
important.
important. You see me? Your
And
Right.
peace
when we
is very
pray,
important.
and when we pray, we have to always remember, say, sometimes we ask God for the answer, we ask the Most High God for the, and sometimes we're not even prepared for the answer, we more give it to you. See me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 And
Yeah.
Because
sometimes those
A
answers are
true
hard
woman.
to take in. Those
yeah, because
answers.
Mm.
I remember I went on fasting one time and I was asking God, is my baby father my husband? And he's like, I remember I said, God, show me if I'm in a dream. Just I asked if he show me. And I remember I went to my bed and I got a dream. So we went to the church with my baby father and the pastor asked me for the ring. And we never have the ring and the pastor sent me to a jewel store for the ring. I said, go to that store for the ring and go get a ring and come. And I remember when we went to the store, it's like all of the rings them that could fit me. And them ring them, ring them, cannot, all right, put it this way. The
As a
ring were,
sign.
all right, the ring were big, can't fit my finger. And the ring that my baby father could afford. The one with tight for my finger, and that him could afford. And the one we have how much money, that is the one that fit me, and he could not afford that ring.
Wow.
Wow.
That's you have
Wow.
to look at it
Could
both
afford the
sides.
ring. It's like the ring them way. The ring them way, none of them can fit me, and them him can afford.
And this is a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream. After I go to God, I asked God, and I went on a fasting.
Yep.
After the
Wow.
fasting, that is the dream that
Wow.
I got.
Wow.
The ring
This
were
is
big.
powerful.
The ring were big. Him can afford it. The ring was small, or can tight, him can afford it. And the ring where the money could have buy like one car in a Jamaica, buy a
Yeah.
nice car. That is the ring where could have fit me, and he could not afford that ring.
Wow.
One time I asked God to take everybody in my life that weren't meant for me, and the one person I never expected it to be, which over after time we came back together. It was just with purpose. I went to react, and I went to be like no, but I had to swallow. Like I had to stand firm because I asked him for it, and I didn't understand it, and it hurt at the moment. And thank God it showed itself and was well worth the year for both of us collectively. But I went to react to be like, no, I can't lose you. But I asked him for it, so I had to stand on it.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
After I get the dream, I was crying. Like, I wake up and I cry, I bawl. But it's like, I say, but I asked God for an answer,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went and give a fasting and prayer too. And it's like about 2 3 months down the line, it's like everything that the most I got, like when my dream about is like, I say yes to the answer, yeah.
And it makes
Wow.
sense.
Yeah,
Makes
me I
sense
say,
later.
you have to start worship God and say, so I need to go up on some more fasting and prayer.
That is
Because
true.
only the anointing can break the yoke, me I say.
That's
And
true.
it's good when we can pray and talk to the Most High, because that help us sometimes to have to catch yourself and say, me now go back in the yoke of bondage either too, 'cause you have to love yourself and protect your energy. You get me?
Yes.
So at times you have to acknowledge and see what the yoke of bondage is and don't go back there. You see me?
Yeah. So,
So I
So
have a quote in my quote book that will
like what
give
you said,
a whole different perspective. Whenever you're finished
would
with your
mind.
questions or whenever you like me to read it, trap,
yes,
it brings it
yes,
in a whole
let's
nother.
yeah, go on, read it. Read it. I would love to
Okay.
hear it.
So you have to learn how to discipline your disappointment. Yesterday's home runs don't win tomorrow's wins. Whatever happened yesterday, yestermonth, or yesteryear, leave it be. Keep getting better and keep progressing. Life is all about learning, and you're beating yourself up over stuff you can't even change. As long as you did the best you could with the best of your ability and with the best intentions, if it didn't quite go well or you failed, it's okay. Just keep fighting. What's for you is for you. And if you fall short, it was not meant for you. So always pick yourself up and keep moving forward. It will happen when it's meant for you.
Yeah.
Uh,
True.
uh, um, um, uh,
Yeah, good.
I, I would love to hear
Good.
that again, but take your time because this is solid.
Oh, you want me to slow down? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were having a powerful conversation. You know how I get sometimes. All right. You have to learn how to discipline your disappointment. Yesterday's home runs don't win tomorrow's wins. Whatever happened yesterday, yestermonth, or yesteryear, leave it be. Keep getting better and keep progressing. Life is all about learning, and you are beating yourself up over stuff that you can't even go back and change.
Mm,
As long as you did the best that you could with the best of your ability and the best intentions, it is okay. Just keep fighting. What is for you is for you. And if you fall short, it was not for you.
mm.
So pick yourself up and keep moving forward. It will happen when it is meant for you.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
my quote book is powerful.
That
Yes,
cuts.
Ashkash. Yes,
I have
my
to, I have
sister.
to, I have to learn. I have to learn that because
Oh, and I got a caller too.
some
I
things
sent y'all
I've been
pictures of
through,
it. Look.
some things I've been through, I have to go forward about
Yeah.
it and I
Yeah.
learn from it.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
talking about two-faced friends, what if on the aspect of spirituality, we all agree that you have to lean to the leading and the leadership of God to be able to give you decisive decisions. Now, what if that individual in question doesn't believe in God? How would they know that this person is the right friend to trust in or not the right person to trust in? If they don't, because right now the world has changed so much that it is only, I would say, sometimes in time to come they will say we that believe in God are ancient people. I'm telling you, because the youth now, everybody is just stuck on their phone. Like everybody is just like this nowadays, and nobody's paying attention to or heeding the knowledge of the Most High now. So what if that person in question is not a believer or doesn't acknowledge God in their life? How would they know how to maneuver themselves in a very tight corner when problem comes?
Hopefully one day their lessons will teach them will teach them because not everything that goes wrong is something bad. Like you have to learn your blessings to ever even handle you have to learn your lessons to ever even handle your
Yeah.
blessings, or you're gonna fumble the bag in what God has meant for you. Like you have to learn your lessons.
That's deep.
You have to learn from a mistake.
Yeah, man. The
Yeah.
Yeah,
fool said in their heart there
You
is
have to
no
learn from
God,
a mistake.
yeah.
They say corrupt are
Learn
Wow.
from
they.
a
And then the
mistake.
chap God. The
No,
Wow.
it was
fool said in
Nipsey
their
though.
heart there is no
There is
God.
no God.
Corrupt
Yeah.
are they.
Yes.
So I pray
Yeah.
God because they don't believe. So you realize corrupt
Yeah.
are they.
I don't.
Yeah.
See
If
that?
you
Wow.
if
The
you
fool said
preach,
in
if
their
you
heart there
preach,
is
you
no
want to
God.
preach.
Corrupt
If
are
you
they. So
preach,
it's like they're
you
not supposed
receive
to
it.
surprise you. Because they
Yeah.
don't believe in the Most High. So whatever they do, not supposed to surprise you.
That
Because they
no,
cuts.
already hear the
That
corrupt are
you
they.
can't, you
Yeah.
can't be surprised.
Trap.
You feel disappointed, but you can't feel surprised about that.
Wow.
Sir, Almighty Trap God, what verse in the Bible speaks about
What you
how
preach, man.
all the disciples kept trying other religions and they were
But
doing
yourself
everything
is
but
couldn't
going back to God? You know what I'm talking about?
But
I can
going
find
back
it
to
if I
God.
try.
love you receive,
Yeah,
love you
they
take.
kept trying, like things weren't working. They kept trying
Madness and madness.
different religions and different beliefs, and they tried everything but to go back to the one that was already doing it for them before they felt the need to go try new things.
No,
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna
I've
find it.
yeah, I've not heard of that before, but the one which I've heard is the one that Christ told them that there was a child that had a certain epileptic child, and they brought the child to
Yeah.
Christ. But the
Sometimes you
disciples
drop
had
in the
already.
fire. Which one? Excuse me, chap. God. That's the one that sometimes you drop in the fire, sometimes you drop in the water. That one.
Yes, and
Oh
and and and
yes.
and the
Okay.
disciples prayed hard for that child, but they
Yeah.
couldn't get the demon away. They couldn't get it away. They prayed in the name of Jesus, whatever they chanted, prayed, whatever, but the demon didn't go. But when they brought the child to Christ, Christ prayed and and the demon left. And they came back and said, "Yo, how is it that we tried to pray for that child now and nothing happened, and you casted the
Yeah.
demon out so quickly?" And Christ told them, with these ones doesn't come only by fasting and prayer. There's more to
Yeah.
it. So fasting and prayer only cannot only solve our problems, we must apply faith as well, because
Yeah,
Amen.
Christ told them that if you have faith like a mustard seed, you
yeah,
can
man.
move mountains, you see.
Yeah, man.
True.
Yes,
Your
so
faith
I,
stronger.
I
Your
think
faith
I
is your
think
power.
that
We
was the
have faith
verse.
like we have faith like Hebrews 11, you know. Hebrews
Yes,
11 full of faith, you know. So
yes.
we have full of faith like Hebrews
Exactly,
11.
exactly, exactly. Wow. Is there
Yeah,
anything
man.
that we like to add before we go? I have three things. I have 10 things listed, and we are on the third one. The third one is how we are supposed to manage our expectations concerning the problems. You know, how are we supposed to manage our expectations concerning our problems? Because sometimes when problem comes, we expect a certain outcome.
I would say that
So,
don't have expectations. Like you can't expect someone or something to be exactly who you want them to be and what, because at a certain point you're setting yourself up for failure. You pray
yeah,
and you ask for the guidance and
True, true,
show you the way.
true.
in life you have to always expect the unexpected. Isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
Wow.
man.
me,
Some
me, me
things.
know. Me know. You know? So, now try to look out for the best in everything. Because you have the best
Real
in
thing,
everything
man.
and the worst in everything. It go both
Real
ways.
talk. True.
Yeah.
A real thing, man, because I remember since my mom passed on the 3rd of April, she died at the Spanish
Okay.
Town Hospital, and it's like, my siblings live overseas. Yeah, my respect,
Yeah.
my respect. My siblings live overseas. And when she was in the hospital, like everybody would video call me to see her, lying there and the whole vibe. And I go through all of that, and even when she passed and everything, and I leave the hospital the next day, because like I was there like almost 2 days with her before she passed. And everybody that oversees me, they are Jamaican, the whole vibe, and it's like, the cause of it after the autopsy done, and it's like autopsy done like the Tuesday, and by the Friday I get the result. And I must say, boy, that was quick. And to send them the cause of it said that she died from hemorrhagic stroke, and then after that, I remember I got sick out of the when I'm coming out of the doctor's surgery the day. I remember my sister called me and said that she said to me, say, you sort out the death certificate or something like that. And I look on it and I say, me not even tell her, I say I'm coming from the doctor, me I say, because I realized the body not really interested in other part. The way if you know, say, even though our mother passed and she's sick, the body just a call and just a ask me if you do this and do that and send the picture of this, come, take the picture of that. And I remember I got doctor and then I went to the pharmacy. And, like about a week after I went back to the doctor again, on the journey, seeing we were going, mistake make on our name, mistake make on the autopsy, the cause of the name, spelling wrong, and mistake, I have to change it again. I go around that side and I have to change it during the moment I'm sick because I'm taking medication and I don't say anything to them because I realize say that I'm my business. Me, I say that I'm not for them, they're not really concerned about the part neither. And, I remember they look at the time I say from the 3rd of April she passed and I see April done and none of them don't come to Jamaica. And it's like all of the women do same way. I tell you, at the moment I'm sick, I'm up and down because I remember we have prayer service at our house. Me and he's like my big brother, he's my cousin, but I look up to him like a brother and some other family members, some friends who come together and we have a prayer service like within the 9 days. And I send the burial order to them, take the picture. There was a missing from our name and the burial order, so I have to go back to RGD. RGD send me back to the hospital, and I leave from the hospital again and go back to RGD again. And the lady over there said, "Come on, let me fix this man. Come go upstairs." And after that I got the death certificate and I take the picture and I send to them, and they all came here at the ending of May. And it's like, I don't know, it's like, I haven't done anything like all through the time. Me have to up and down, get them paper they done so them could have do what they have to do or whatever. Me I say. And it's like, all of that we have me the same way. It's like, I don't know, my mother, first and foremost, my mother had insurance. My name, not on the insurance, my sister, my brother name is on it. If it even lapsed, that is not my concern. I used to pay it. And at the end of the day, if say your name upon your mother insurance and you live in America, you're supposed to make it your point of duty to pay that insurance every month in Jamaica because you already know, say, I feel your name did it. You understand what I mean by?
Yes.
And all through the process, I tell us, I take picture of everything, and go give them all when I feel sick and feel like I said, God, give me strength to do this. I feel pray right through everything, me I pray. And it's like all through that same way, it's like, I don't know. Like you're still not, you're not doing enough, you're not doing nothing. Like what you do not make no sense. What you do could have stay. When me the hospital when my mother change every pampers, wipe every vomit, everything, take care of her until she dead. They get to me and say, I remember one moment when the doctor come and call me and like the doctor tell me say my mother dead. And I said, no. She not dead. I go back in the hospital and her heartbeat was very low. Our oxygen level drop. I start pray for my mother. I start pray for my mother and chant. And my mother I'm stable again. And the doctor said to me, say she's stable now. She's stable. And I could have feel her heartbeat, everything. I start feel different in my spirit. And I pray. And the doctor said to me, say you have to go outside now because you have to allow us to do our job. I say, please, more stay inside of the hospital. More stay inside of my mother. Like, I just want to pray some more. I just want to pray because I realize how much praying without season where there is prayer at work. From after the sacrifice of praise to the Most High. It is the fruit of our lips giving thanks to His name. I say, healing and deliverance must come. You understand?
Yes.
I'm in the hospital and I pray. And I see her, oxygen level up again and everything. And she start breathe. And doctor say, yes, she's stable, but you have to go outside. Until them call the security, and the security I said to me, say, I have to go outside. And I say, I just feel it. And I say, yo, I don't want to go outside. And I want to go outside. Them come and call me. Like, the doctor just come and say to me, say, what do I think? Like, I see all of them come out now, what come to my mind. And it's like me I say to myself, like me not accept what them I say, And
My sister.
by the time I go in a sheet, me see over my mother. I say, to the time I go outside, I'm gonna tell me say, and her oxygen level up and she breathing, she in here like she breathe okay, everything. I'm gonna go tell me say, if I go outside. And by the time I go outside, you come back after, tell me say what it look like to me. Like when I see all the nurses outside, the 2 doctors come out and the 2 nurses, what it look like. And to be honest, if I'm going and take the sheet off her, I said to them, say, my mother not dead. It's like, Me just walk out, there's our bag with our phone, everything. Then me just walk out of the hospital. Is like me, I say like, if my mother dead, when me I take up phone or bag for, it's like none of this don't really matter. You know what I mean by just walk right out of the hospital. I mean, I say myself say, relatives come, siblings who live overseas come, and me I say to myself say, wow, is that there's a version where you don't really experience a part. You get what I mean by being in the hospital with her until she take her last breath. It's like it's so different.
I
You
have
know
two
what I say?
questions for you. I have
Yeah.
two questions for you. So, do you feel like that you honored your mother and you did everything right, and you, even though you carried a lot of the weight and a lot of the work yourself, do you feel like that you did everything to where you have no regrets of what you didn't do?
No man, cause
No. Yep.
I always been there when it come on to taking care of my
Amen.
mother. I
My
always
second
try.
question, my
Yeah.
second question is your mother, do you feel like your mother is grateful and proud that and thankful that you were there during all those times when maybe the others weren't? Is she grateful, and do you feel that she is?
I would say she's grateful because I remember in 2025 she dropped down into a church. I remember I was talking to her about a church and telling her not to go back there because so many things was happening in that church. And I said to her that you can't have a pastor that you look up to, because in Timothy you tell her that if you're a pastor or a bishop you must be blameless. you know. So you can't be doing the work of God and so much finger point on you and so many things you're doing. And I said to her, you have to be careful who you sit down and listen to. You have to be careful who you make lay hands on you. Because you go to church and your finger hurt you, and when them lay hands on you, your whole body start to hurt you. Because they are not walking in God's favor. They are not they're not blameless. You understand?
Yeah.
And because
Trap,
Yeah.
what
I
was the
talked to
word
her.
earlier
Well, I
today?
know. When I talked to her, she dropped down. After I speak to her about the church, she went to that same church. She told me to leave her alone. I can't tell her what to do. And I said, okay. And she went to the church and she dropped down into the church. And the pastor's son called me to tell me that my mom dropped down in the church. And I went to the hospital, take care of her, pray again and take her out. And keep her at my house for some time, more than a month. Take care of her, make sure she's all right. And then she want to go back to her house. So
So I have
I
a
try
message.
my
I
best,
have
but
a
I realize
message
that
to
even when
give
you try
you.
your best not good enough. But
No,
God know
that's my
everything.
message to you. As long as you're not walking in life with regret of what you wish you would have done for your mother, and you know that your mother is grateful and thankful and that you honored her, then you need to pray. You need to pray. That is enough to give you peace, my sister. Everybody around you, I mean, I get it, because I was there. I did it with both my parents. I was the only one. If anybody feels you, I just lost my father. I lost my mom in 17. I lost my dad last year, and I was blessed
I
for my
lost
father
both
to say thank
parents
you for
too, my
always coming
God.
back. And that was the
I,
most powerful thing I've ever. So your peace lies in knowing that you honored your mother and you have no regrets while you walk through life, and that your mother was proud and grateful and thankful that you were there regardless. And I
Right.
hope
Amen.
I hope
Right.
that
Right.
gives you a little peace. I don't know. That was just given to me to give to you through my experience, because I feel you. Nobody else around. Nobody's been here for 10 years to see my dad, but all of a sudden y'all want to come when he passes, because he has a house. He has this, and I don't care about the house. I don't care about that. But if anybody's
Yeah.
going to deserve it, I took care of him for his 20 years. He's been. And so find peace in that, my sister, that
Yeah,
you honored
man.
your
Yeah, man.
mother, and you are not going to have no regret. And regret, what is the word earlier today, Trap? Bitterness. You have no, don't let bitterness overtake the fact that you have the ability to walk through life with no regret that you honored your mother. Please,
Yes.
please pray about that. You don't hold on to bitterness, because you did the right thing and you are blessed, and an amazing person for doing that for your mom. And it's hard, but you are blessed, and regret is a terrible thing when you can't change it. And you honored her, and you can walk high knowing that you did everything you could do, and it was just her time. Sis. Don't let
Yes.
bitterness.
Yes. Yes.
That's my message for you. I don't know where it came from. I got goosebumps. Woo! That's my message for you.
Thank you,
Wow.
sir.
Wow. That was heavy.
I lost my father in 2011, August the 28th.
Yeah. 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 That's
But it's
true.
definitely a journey. It's
coming
nothing.
from
It's not an overnight thing.
Clever.
Thanks, clever. Thanks,
Clever is
clever.
saying
Yeah.
you did your best, and I feel you did, because even before everything, I believe from everything that we discussed, I believe that
Empress
you
B.
you did your best even till now, and I could hear that in your voice now, and I know that
Yes.
I know that you did your best, because you
I
are
heard
the
it too.
person on the ground doing everything necessary to honor your
Yes,
mom. You
everything
understand?
necessary. I tell her
Yes.
it's not. It wasn't
So
easier.
I
Yes.
believe you
So
did
fight,
your
like
best.
try to maybe try to let that give you a little sunshine, and
Yeah.
work on and it's hard, and your mother takes a lot. I don't know. It took me 5 years to really even like not not 5 years, man, like 2 3 years to like really on dates where I just remember birthdays and they just seclude, just isolate, not isolate, but just watch your energy and ground yourself and pray during those moments, because those are hard moments through years. It's something about your mother that it's different, but you're a wonderful person in general. Like you look at how you are to us. I know that you were the best daughter that anybody could ask for your mother. I have
Right.
no doubt.
That's
And just
true.
like Trap said, I heard it in your voice and I got goosebumps, and that was why I had to express that to you. And I don't know if it was all the way right, but I hope it gave you something,
Thank
to
you
even just
all.
move forward
Thanks
with. And just
everyone.
bitterness is heavy and it's hard, but that's
True,
something that we're
true.
responsible for overcoming, and you will get your blessings for everything that you have done.
Yes,
God
that's
bless you.
true. That's true. That's
Yes.
true. So, one thing I need to tell you, the pain of losing someone very dear to you doesn't go away. People say, oh, you forget. You don't forget, because I've lost somebody dear to me as well, and I never forget him. He's my younger brother. And when that very moment after the funeral and everything, I nearly stopped music. I told myself I was going to stop, because me and him built everything together. Even this radio station, me and him built it from ground up. We painted the studio rooms and everything together, and then he lost his life. So I told myself, well, it's not worth it. What am I fighting for anyway, if the person that I'm fighting with is
Wow.
gone, right? So then at some point in time, I started thinking deeply, and I realized, no, if I stop, that means that the legacy that he built on is up, it will amount to nothing. You
Yeah.
see, so
Yeah.
I had to put it upon myself and continue the journey, and started
Yeah.
running. So one thing I would tell you is, you have to give yourself hope. You have to shine.
Yeah.
Let your light shine.
Yeah.
Light has come. Your light, oh,
That fire.
yes, your light
Your
must
fire in you.
shine. You understand? You can't dim your light. Just Ashkash has a quote. You
Oh,
can't
let me
dim.
pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. You can't dim your
I got it right
light.
here.
You can't dim
This
your
is the
light,
last.
because you expect them to, or not even you
This is
expect. You were looking forward for them to help you, and they didn't. So you would dim your light. And notice,
ready.
you are a very powerful person as well. So
Yes.
you must never dim your light in any way, for them to say, oh, after she lost her mom, she became this, she's not doing this anymore. No, no, no. You have to let them know that even after that, that has given you strength to flourish.
I
You
got two for
understand?
you.
Yes. So
I got
that's
two
what
for
I'll
you,
say
Tyler.
to you. But these are times
All right.
where it is going to be, these are moments, these are reflective moments. So you take your time and
Yes.
process this moment.
Yes. All
Yes.
right. This is the last year of my life where I will dim my light so other people feel comfortable. I'm not bougie. I'm not arrogant. I'm not stuck up. If my light offends you, that's between you and the light giver. You need to go talk to God. And I got another one for you.
Amen.
2 Kings 4:1 and 2. The prophet said, instead of telling God what you lost, tell him what you have left. From now on, when you pray, don't tell God your problems, tell God what you have left, and be grateful for what the positives and the good times, and don't dwell on the losses that you may have taken along the way.
Right. Right. That's
Right. That's
powerful.
true.
Yes, that's powerful. That's powerful.
That's powerful right there.
Yeah. So Tella, I think God intentionally brought us here because of Tella, and I believe that this will go a long way as well. But don't dim your light. Don't look back because you've done exactly what God wanted you to do. And
And
it's,
you know what?
Thank you. Thank you
yes.
so much.
Trap. You remember what I have notes from the night when we talked about so I'm going through a very large moment. My children are 10 and 12, and I've lost obviously both my parents. He got diagnosed with cancer last September. We haven't been together in 3 years. But with that being said, he helped with the kids, so I let him move back in so that it was easier for him to help me so I could go to work. Um, things they just keep digressing and it's spread, and we're down to days, weeks. And I found peace because I know that I did everything that I could. I know that I'm not going to have regrets. Um, things went different ways, and I had to make decisions for to protect me and my children, and stepped out on faith in those decisions. But I did it because I knew that I had done everything that I could to help and to be there, and despite that, things just reasons why we're not together. I could walk away and just pray for it. But at the same time, I have two children that I'm, going to have to. I'm trying to find the strength and praying, and Trap has been amazing within this journey this past like 2 weeks of finding out how bad it is. That we're here. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to grieve now and find the balance so that I can be the rock when I tell them, and I'm not falling apart, and I can be there for them because you know but I have that Second Kings on that page is all those that remember that conversation that night and all those Bible verses. I'm gonna send it. I it's perfect for Teller, right? I'm gonna send it to her. I'm gonna
Yes.
take picture and I'm gonna send you everything from our God's. I mean Trap's amazing self. We thank God, but I have like he gave me like 6, 7 verses, and I wrote down all the descriptions, and I will send it to you. I feel like it may be exactly what you need as well.
Yes. Yes.
Actually, thanks a
That's
lot.
Definitely. We
that's
thank God.
beautiful.
We thank God. We thank God.
And I just happened to turn to the page and want to read that, and then I looked down and I saw this, and I was like, "Wow, we
Yes.
give thanks, Trap,
Yes. All thanks
right?
to the Most High. All thanks to the
Wow,
Most High. And
wow,
that means that we've passed the third stage where we shouldn't expect anything. We should manage our expectations. We should limit our expectations. Not everything will go according to plan. And also we must learn to be hopeful. This is the thing that we're discussing now. We must learn to be hopeful without depending on anybody for any specific outcome. You understand? We must have hope, but we must not depend. But depend on only God, only God, only God. And that moves us to the fourth point. You must look for lessons within the problem, because every disappointment can teach something very valuable. What do
yes.
we think about that? Taking lessons from the problem.
I have a podcast that I'm going to be recording with my best friend of 15 years. Her kids are going off to college, and instead of saying, I was like, you can't block them from their blessings, it just came out my mouth. I was like, you can't block them from their lessons. And she stopped. And she was like, what did you say? And I said it again. She was like, I thought you said that. She was like, I've never heard anybody say that. Like that's so amazing. Like you can't, don't protect your kids too much that you block them from their lessons, and they can't. That's powerful, isn't it?
Yes, that's true. That's very
Yes,
true.
it's
That's
true.
very true.
Can't
That's very
overlove
true.
people that you love. You got to let that, can't, you don't know what God has for us that He hasn't shown us yet, and so you just have to stay. That's why it's so important to, you know, stay true and pray and keep your energy right and grounded and let Him lead the way because you have to go anyways. Just go anyways, and then He'll lead you
Now, my
when you have
question
faith.
about taking lessons is it every problem that you take lessons from? Can you
No.
take lessons from every problem, or there are specific problems that you can take lessons from?
Sometimes people blame God and the devil for problems that they created themselves. So, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
You can
You
learn
got to be grounded. You have to
specific.
be
You
one.
can
Like,
learn
like
some
that is the
problems.
first step. The
Some
first step
problems.
is to find peace and meditate and hear God's whisper of your inner tuition and know how to move accordingly. You have to do that first before anything else is going to work. I hit my head on the same rock several times, and then finally hurt one day. I'm done. I land.
Sometimes people create their own Ashkash, you are on to something.
Yo, we talked about it. We talked for like 4 hours this morning, and this
Wow.
is a lot of like. Remember this?
Wow. Wow.
But
You
seriously,
can
people,
watch. You can learn. For me, I learn from my problems, certain problems, and
Yes.
have the understanding of it. And you just have to move on and keep on praying and go forward.
Wow.
That's all you can. That's all you can do, because you
Yes.
can't dwell on it. You can't dwell on it. And I did well on it like a couple years ago, but I stopped that because I realized it's no going nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think after the problem and after the reaction, you need to sit down, meditate, you need to look back on it, you need to assess it and analyze it and see what you think about it. Like you said, you react off emotion, or do you meditate and fight, like, so even regardless of what your reaction was, there's still a period where you should look and assess and see, like, how do you ever get better if you don't take accountability and really put in the time to see where exactly you have accountability of going wrong. Like, it's never, I don't see where it's ever too much. Very rare is it one-sided. Everybody has a part in the trumble, the troubling down of destruction.
Right. That's true. That's true. Wow. Okay.
On a roll
Okay.
tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling you. We need to discuss these things because everybody has problems. Nobody would say they are without problems. Even the biggest people in the world who say they are big or who claim to be big still have problems. Now, we're
Yeah,
discussing these
that's it.
because we need to know how to handle these problems. And for me, the best advice that I got from my spiritual father is not to react with my emotions, because the human emotions are controlled by natural spirits. But if you react with the word of God, you are being controlled by the Spirit of God. What you have to analyze the whole situation and say, what would God do in this situation, or what would Christ do in this situation? Then you will know that if you have the mind of Christ, you're not going to react with your emotions. That would bring another door of problems.
Ooh,
You
I have
see?
another quote.
Yes. So that is what I think is the best thing for us when we have problems. Ashkash, yeah, you can run the code.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Is that right?
Um, I'm sorry. Um, oh, got two of them. All right. God removed you from the table you used to sit to save you from the host that was serving you poison. If I have to become the villain in your story for choosing myself over losing myself, so be it. Remember, the choice would not have existed if your actions did not create the thought.
Mm.
Got another one too. Tell you.
Well,
I
that's
put a
that's
lot of work in
that's
myself.
that's
I put a lot of work in myself,
that's
guys.
that's like a quote for a narcissistic person,
Yeah,
or yes,
yeah,
because those people often create problems for themselves and drag people into it, and when you confront them, they get all roused up and angry.
yeah,
True.
yeah.
Coming in and certain people like that already, man. And they make everybody's like, if they're treating you bad, they make everybody that come around you think they're treating you the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
another one.
Everybody that come around just think this person is such a nice person. Trust me.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So when I say I did a lot of work on myself, I did a lot of work.
and
But
and that
check this one out.
happens in families as well. You have
Yeah,
husbands and wives that treat their families very bad, but when they go
yeah.
out, they make it seem as if they have a lovely family and their
True.
families or their marriage is the best, but deep down inside,
Right.
when they get home, it's a different story to
They're
Yes,
everything.
they're
man.
they're they are
True, true.
mentally. They're mentally. They just. It's a constant mental getting beaten up mentally. But this. So I got one more. We went over this one too. Trap. Was I silent or was I silenced? Because your ego, which is satisfaction of the human flesh according to desire or loss, your ego will have you crying over closed doors that have nothing behind it.
Mm, mm. Your
Wow.
ego will have you
I'm gonna
crying
send
over
you all my
closed
quotes,
doors
Tara.
that have nothing behind
Yeah.
it. Oh Lord.
Don't let your ego.
Wow.
Don't let your. That's why I said sometimes use
That's
your own.
One
powerful.
ash cash.
I'm gonna send
May
you.
I
I'm
tell
gonna
you?
send. They're colorful. They're colorful
That's
too,
Easy
Tella. I'm
rap
gonna
powerful
send you
ash
again.
cash, you
pictures.
know? Oh my God.
I'm gonna send you
One
pictures. They're
ash
colorful
cash.
too.
Powerful.
No, but a lot of people let their ego get in the way. They let their ego get in the way. Their pride. They wanted to prove themselves to everybody around them, and then they ruin their life. While the people they try to prove to is living their life. Like you know what I'm saying? It's a big problem and epidemic out here with people trying to, make a point or you know.
With
True.
that
That's
point
true.
made, that lands me on the question: is it good to always prove yourself to people in certain situations or in certain problems? Is it good to actually prove yourself
No,
right?
Nope. Nope.
nope.
Sometimes it's easier just to say, you know what, you right, I'm wrong. You deserve better. Take care. Have a nice day, and close that door and lock it. That boundary door. So it's sometimes easier just to walk away, like just let them believe whatever they want to believe, and tell anybody who's gonna believe. Lord, I got another quote. Oh God, trap. I'm
I
sorry.
will, I will, I will leave them. I will leave them alone.
You leave. Yes, that's
Yeah,
positive. That's
that's
positive.
it. Because it's too much. It will be a problem.
Yeah,
My mother
because
always
no
tell
matter
me,
no matter what you prove, they will still have something to counterproof. You
yeah,
know?
they will always talk up. They will always say something.
Yeah.
You do right, they will still talk about you. You do bad, they still talk about you.
Mm-hmm.
What makes sense? You just
Yes.
be quiet and just keep on moving. That's
Wow.
it.
Wow. This conversation is getting deeper.
We don't do good them still attack.
Yes.
All right, this is the
Because
thing.
So
I'm
just try
sorry.
please the most like and you say once your ways please him, even your enemy have to be at peace with you.
Mad. Yes.
Yep.
Walk
that's
in God's
true.
favor.
That's true.
Yeah, 'cause once you're walking in the most high favor, it will be joy unspeakable and full of glory. So it's like your ways, no matter where the enemy still are gonna be at peace with you, no matter where they want to, because you clean hands and pure heart.
Being a bigger
Right.
person requires silence sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes you have to let people run with whatever narrative they have of you and let them feed it to whoever's going to believe it because you don't want them around you either.
That's
yeah.
true.
And sometimes all the situation says, sister,
True
sometimes
that.
you have to come out and say something. Sometimes you're silent. You allow the Most High to fight the battle. Or you have some battles where you have to come out and speak out. Same way, you know
Look,
what I say?
if it ain't affecting my children, my money, and what I'm working for, like why? Like if you're not affected by money, if you're not hurting my children, and you're not getting in the way of what I'm trying to do, what's the point in entertaining it?
Yeah, true.
Because
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
never forget when never forget how someone disrespects you to make someone else feel comfortable ever, because they will do it again and they will keep doing it. You don't have to tell
Same
the
way.
person. Listen this way. You don't have to tell the person that caused you pain that they caused you pain. You can relieve that pain yourself without them relieving it for you.
True.
Usually where you get your pain from is not where you're going to find your healing from. And I'm not opening the book again. We'll go on the rest are for another night.
No, no, no.
But I got
Please,
you, Tella.
open the book back. Open it back.
Oh God.
Open it
Open the
back.
Again.
book.
Oh, open the book back.
I
Yeah.
get
What you
excited. I
just
Open
read
the
too
book,
bad.
Ashkash.
I get
oh,
excited. I'm standing up in there. Like I'm standing up and everything. Like I get excited and I go too fast.
Okay, open the book. We're all
yes,
are voting for the book
that
Read
to
it
book
be
is
again.
full of
open.
wisdom. Now, I would like to hear that again.
Okay.
Where you get your pain from is not usually where
Hold on.
you get your healing from. Is that what
Yep.
I'm hearing?
Let's start from the beginning.
Yes.
Never forget how someone disrespects you to make someone else feel comfortable around you.
Mm,
You never do that because they will do it again and they will keep disrespecting you to appeal to the person around them.
mm-hmm,
You don't have to tell the person that caused you pain that they caused you pain.
mm,
You cannot relieve that. You can relieve that pain yourself without them relieving it for you. Because usually, where you get your pain from, the person that did you wrong and is okay with doing you wrong is not going to care about relieving that pain that they caused. Because if that was like, there's instances where they come back with regret and apologize, and that's good too. But you can't sit and dwell and what's the word from earlier in um what's the word feeling you can't not bitter. It's what's the word we were talking about? I said it to Tella. It'll come to me.
yeah, you have to.
Bitterness. You can't
Yes.
like bitterness. That's it. So you can't sit in bitterness and wait for them to come and apologize because like the odds are against you. The scales don't tip evenly. So usually where you get your pain from is not where you get your healing from. You can relieve your own pain by praying, finding your better self, learning how to forgive them and put them outside your boundaries. You don't need them to apologize for you to feel better because they were okay with disrespecting you. So why they should not matter to you? They should not hold weight in your life if they were okay to disrespect you in front of somebody else to appeal to them. Why does their apology matter?
Mm,
Right?
yes.
And that's where you could that's why if somebody slaps you, sometimes you can just walk away because if you have the audacity to do that to me for who I was to you to make this person happy, you like you don't like what weight do you hold in my life? Like
Yes, yes, it makes a lot of sense. Time check, we are a minute past 4 and we are discussing a very sensitive topic of how to discipline your disappointments. And we talked about some key points: accepting the disappointment, don't pretend it didn't happen. Also, acknowledge your feelings and face reality. The second key point is controlling your emotions. Avoid making decisions when you are angry or hurt and frustrated. Don't lean on your emotions. Don't react with your emotions. Rather, react with the knowledge of Christ or with the knowledge of God. Give yourself time and think it out clearly. And also, the third key point that we discussed is to manage your expectations. Don't expect anything from anybody because, not everything will go according to plan. And also, you must learn to be hopeful but not depend on people. Now, the fourth one that we're actually discussing right now is to look for the lesson. But we were also talking about, how you can't look for a lesson in every problem because it's not every problem that comes with a lesson. Some problems are created by narcissistic people, and you can't expect forgiveness or healing from those who caused you that pain, knowing very well that they intentionally caused you that pain or that problem. So you have to, that's what Ashkash is saying, that you can't expect healing from where you got the pain from. You get my point. You have to, yes, you have to heal from yourself. Now that leads us
To that.
into
I got a question for you.
yes.
Sorry. Um, do you think that do you feel like it is, we kind of touched it, but do you feel like if, like, say you had a bad day and something happened at work or you and your sibling got in an argument, do you think that you could go to all your friends with every problem?
Yes, so that's immaturity. That's
I think
immaturity.
it's very important that you learn your friends. So if you go to a person that you call
Yes.
your friend and tell them a problem that they have no experience, that they never have no
Yes.
experience,
You.
and then when they say, "Oh, it's going to be all right," and then you get mad at them because you feel like they're not listening or paying, but
Yes.
they
Yes.
they've never lived that life, and so you put your friend in a bad position. You can't go to every friend with every problem. You need to
Yes.
diligently look for people
Watch.
who can understand and who have maybe experienced similarities.
I have
So that's where
something.
you
I have
find your
something for
helping
that.
your connection with.
I have
Yes.
something for that. Right? Hear
Yep.
this.
Yes.
I have a friend. He died in 2006. He born 1925. He always tell me every conversation is not for everyone.
Yes.
And and
Yes.
it's true because the end of the day,
Exactly.
I have that experience. You understand? Not everything you can tell your friends or your, especially your family, and I keep that in my mind always. And that's the
Yes.
truth about it.
Yes.
Because
Definitely.
even my auntie told me this too. Because she was like, you see, all my family, I love them. But one thing I will tell you too,
Preach.
Yes.
certain topics and certain things you cannot tell them, and that's right too.
It's
Yes.
okay to love
Because
people from a distance when you know that they
and
can that
and
preach to
listen,
them.
if they tell you we are family, we can talk about it, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
Tell them again, Curb. Tell them again, Curb.
Yes. Yes. That's true.
if they tell you we are family, don't do it.
Don't do
Don't
it.
don't do it.
Yes. Um.
Don't say anything because when you do that, they have feelings too, and yeah.
But a lot of
Right.
times family is what you make of it, more I'm not everybody, like some people are blessed with an amazing family, but a lot of times it's the people that are putting you, look at us, we're one big happy family. It's not to
Yes.
say that we all don't, like, don't have family, but I'm one that doesn't, you know and so I'm grateful, and God has put amazing people in my life along my journey. Homeless 16, 25 years ago. I'm 40, learning these things the past 3 years, so it's with diligence that these conversations and my podcast are important, because I call it, I say that I cried over spilled milk for 30 years, wondering why my mom and dad weren't there for me, why this, why that. But mental health is real, and addiction's a disease, and they could never be what, even though they had, there's the accountability, but they could never, and it took till their death, you know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and tell this is where I'm coming from. I'm grateful that I did right by. I'm grateful that I was there, and because that mental health is real. And just to, like, my father thanked me for always coming back through every crazy fight, every stupid. I give it a little time, and I always came because I loved him, and I, like, you know what I'm saying, and that's. Um.
No
That's
man, it's
awesome.
a joy. It's a joy.
Thank
I
you.
feel listen to your sister, you know.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Talk about the things that we've been through in our life, you get me? It's not normal, you get me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I've been through some things that sometimes I have to say, boy, God, thank you for your grace and your mercy. Thank you for
and
being
sometimes you have to
there.
say it before you even believe it, but you have to speak it into existence,
Yeah,
so
man,
that you go and you get it, and then that's like, I'm living proof, and I just,
Elaine, what's your name?
Yes, I
Elaine.
wanted to,
yes.
Hi,
let
Elaine.
us
Hi,
say
Elaine.
welcome to Elaine. Elaine is a
Elaine.
professional reggae live band performer in California. She is very good. When you go to
Okay.
her page, she does live band shows all across California, and
Hi,
she's a
Elaine. One
very,
love.
yes, she's a
Hello.
very
Wow,
talented.
awesome.
Yes,
Hey,
she's
Elaine,
very,
How you
very,
doing?
yeah, very, very powerful
Welcome,
and
welcome.
talented. Yes. So
how you
Elaine,
doing?
I
Yes,
guess you are following up on the conversation, Elaine.
I'm listening to the conversation. I came in like probably at the end of it, I'm thinking.
Yes. Well, we're almost. We've done 5 points, five more to go, and the next point, the next key point, which I'd like us to touch on, is how do you avoid bitterness, Elaine? How do you avoid bitterness in a problem that has gripped you emotionally? How do you avoid bitterness, or how
Well,
can you?
if you practice stoicism like Marcus Aurelius, I kind of follow that, and I also have to remind yourself that when you hang on to anger, bitterness, animosity, what have you, it's like holding on to a hot coal and expecting it to burn the other person. It doesn't.
Wow.
The only thing that hurts is you.
That was
So why do you continue to let that person win? You know what I mean? If they pissed you off or whatever earlier in the day or a few days before, and you're still ruminating about that, and rumination is normal, you know, it replays in your
Miss
head.
Elaine,
But
can you
you have
say
to
that one
try
more
to
time for me, my
to
please, one more
combat
time
that.
for me.
Yes, I need that one more time. It's like
You want me to
holding
say
on
the
to
write it
whole
down.
thing all over again? Come on, girl.
No,
Come
I
on now.
love
Come
I
on.
love
pull
the
up, what
part I love what the
Let me
part
say
where you
pull
said
up.
holding on to hot coal and expecting it to what?
Yes.
Burn the other person.
Damn.
The only person that it burns is you. The only person that harms is you. That's what hate and animosity and strife and negativity does. It only hurts yourself. Doesn't hurt them. They've moved
That's a
on.
good
You
one,
know.
Elaine.
Mhm.
You going
You
in
can
my quote books. You that was powerful.
Yes.
just go onto YouTube and type in stoicism.
Okay. Okay.
All
Yeah, I
right,
watch a lot
thank
of
you.
YouTube videos. Uh-huh.
Yes, that's let me ask Tella. Tella, how would you avoid bitterness in a problem?
Wow. First and foremost, for me, I think they be separated from amongst them.
Yes.
So first and foremost, because I'm not saying to knowing yourself to that person bitter and them evil, and I'm not saying to keep on when them come, because sometimes bitter people go come back again and say, I'm sorry, because they will come and say sorry to and you wonder if they forgive them. I wonder, but sometimes it just better be separated. Because as I'm saying, I will always call my mother name and I will say my mom, because what happened as a child growing up, I watched people hurt her so much, and the same people hurt her, she welcome them back again, and them come again and hurt her, and it's like sometimes she get hurt and she da cry when them gone, like the night she used to see her cry, and by the time they come back again, she cook for them and take care of them, me I say, and them gone again and she a cry. I remember a sister of her, my mother's smaller sister, she buy a house. When she buy a new house, she came for my sister, which is my mother firstborn. And when she came for my sister, she sent out my sister. When she sent her out, I was a small girl, like a girl. When she sent out my sister, she didn't went and look for her the night. She didn't see her. She not come home. She didn't go look for her. She waited until like 3 days. So when she go look for her 3 days, my sister already died. She already passed. And my sister, my mother, first child. And even when that happened,
Wow.
watch the same family member come around my mother, and my mother would cook for them and take care of them same way. And it's like, well, it was so hard as a child. It's like I never want to see them around with any at all. You get me? Because my sister went around them, and I know that my mother is hurting, because when they come and they leave, my mother would still cry and all of that. And the whole vibe, she would cry. And I remember like about 3 years after that, the same sister that my bigger sister went around and died. She came for me to spend time with her again. And my mom packed my bag and sent me with her to spend time. And it's like I was so uncomfortable in their house as a child. I can't remember everything. Like I was so uncomfortable. I was wondering. I wondered when me I go back on my yard. You may start. It's like me can't sleep at night. So many things going on, but I was just always wondering, after everything that happened, why I have to see them in my house, why they would have to come and my mother still prepare the meal. My mother would do everything for them same way, give them money. And when I look at it, I see the same auntie come and say to her that she want me to spend holiday. And I was saying, why she have to send me, what powers have over my mother, what it is, because you came for her first child. And when you come for your first child, she just back her daughter, you send her out, you never get up, go look for her. You send out a child that age and you never go look for her, you wait until 3 days and you go, she dead. I say, what kind of power, why? or you come back again for me if you spend time. It's like I remember I went to
Wow.
she carried me got the road with her. She carried me out the gas station with her. And I remember as a child, I remember seeing myself walking out, like I walking out in the road. That about 3 years after my sister passed. And I could feel her hand. I could feel her hand like something grabbed me out of the road and pulled me out. But when I turned around, it wasn't that auntie. It wasn't her. She was standing there, but it was. I remember she said something, but I don't remember what she said. But she said something when I turned around, and she wasn't the person that pulled me out the road, right?
Wow.
Well, as a child growing up now, for me, I always want to get big because I want to tell them my mind. I watch and see how them deal with my mother. Like them, it's like whatever she say goes. And I mean, after my sister passed, it's like she controlled my mother so much. That's my father was a man who would give my mother a lot of money. Because of that, at that time, they said the man, they're a rich man. So my father would give my mother a lot of money and my mother would take her with her. She would come like she'd come as my mother get the money from my father, she would come for the money. And my mother would just give her the money, whatever money she come for, she would get it. You know?
Wow.
And yeah, any money. And when my mother got my father, she would come with my father, go with my mother. But what me look at when I was in the house, after I went to the gas station with her, and I remember like me I walk out in the road and something pulled me out of the road and she mentioned something at the time. I remember in our house that night, in the night, I remember I couldn't sleep, like I was fighting in my sleep. And she came, she come and wake me up and carry me into the living room. And I remember her husband come to the door and said to her that she must carry my gun me yard the next day. You see me? And she pack up my bag the next morning and carry me to my yard. I'm just saying something now. You see, them type of people, to be honest with you, only the most time himself can come tell me, say, tell her, go and talk to them. Because I'm sure something now. That woman is so wicked that you better you separate and stay far from them. You do some people don't deserve your I or your LO. Some people not supposed to get your I or your LO. My mother, after everything that happened, my mother, I take care of them same when I can tell her something. My mother said to me, say, I couldn't tidy up my house today, But she called me and me go up her house go tidy it up. The same sister. Where from your little girl go home, when my sister go around got dead. The house of them they live them, move from the house and them come somewhere come live near my mother. And I want to tell her something. It's like sometimes my mother can't tidy up her house, I should say. But she could have got a fair house go tidy it up. It's like my mother with her yard and she called my mother just to work. And my mother still got church with them. The same people my sister go around and go dead. They used to pick up my mother and carry her to church, and sometimes she'll come from church and she called me and tell me say she's hungry. I said to her, I said, well, if you're there my house, but I carry food, come here, the whole vibe, And I say, oh, you forgot church with people like them the way they don't stop and ask you if you have dinner today. You get me? I say? When you're there my house and the whole vibe, me take your biscuit or you. And I'm saying, oh, they don't find out if you have dinner. Them are the same people me watch you take care as a child. I say, stop go around them because I say it's the same people. I should go around, and drop down in the church. Me not talk about nobody different, Me I talk about these same people. You understand? So, to be honest with you, the Most High himself have to come and tell her. Because I watch the wickedness them when they do my mother.
Yeah.
The wicked, I'm tell you the wickedness. And to be honest with you, I realize that when I don't say IRLO to them, I realize everything work out. You understand? The far I stay from them people, and the more me be separated from amongst them, is better. You understand? Because I can tell you something. Them have my mother one way where it's like my father sent me to a prep school and then come to the house and they would say to my mother, so now I go primary. And my mother would just send me to primary, just listen to them, whatever they say. You understand? I mean, these things happen after my sister passed. And she's the same person who sent out my sister, and you don't see your sister child come in within 2 days and you don't get up. And you send out the child. You understand? So it's like, it's not really like a bitterness, But
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
First of all, Tella, we need to talk more. Some people are brought with you. Literally, I'm glad I spoke on what I spoke of mine. I feel like it gave you comfort, and I feel like we are two that have a lot in common. And I've walked some of this road, and you know, we need to exchange WhatsApp numbers
you
and
have to stay far away, curve boss. Have to. I tell you, say stay far with me. Have to stay far, cause
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, why my sister go round and then why my mother have to still a prepare on a meal? Why, you know what I mean? Like, when I have her one way where it's like when you just clip her finger and it's like she have to do whatever you say. You get me? So it's like at one point I was so angry, upset. I used so angry, upset with my mother. I said, why you always have to go around them? Well, you know, because it's like it's because I remember like after my sister passed, I go around them. The lady came a road and it's like I remember God grace and mercy take me out of the road. You get me? I say. I mess to myself say, but no man, una wicked people, una witch and wizard. You get me? I say, una Ahab and Jezebel. You know me? I say, yeah man.
Right, that's not bitterness. That's not bitterness. But
It's a,
it's that spilled milk that I
office
spoke
stay
of.
apart
That's
because you know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
evil.
that's
yeah.
For
separation.
me, it just yeah,
But
it's just
Yeah.
it's trauma. It's trauma.
Listen, those are the same people come back again and tell my mother. I mean, say after everything will go on with them and my mother, them are the same one. My neighbor want to steal her property, they must give her the land paper, and you know, it's like my mother wanted to see back the land paper before she will pass, and it's like they no give her it back. You get
Yeah.
me one at a time, she a cry and I say she want to see the paper and them don't give her back the paper. You get me? I say the same sister. So you know, me realize must say the same people, let me know. So you see how long God tell her say be separated from amongst them. You know what I
Yes.
mean? But because after my sister passed, years after she had got church with them, and I tell her say at 2025 she dropped down in the church around them. You get me? I said 2025, she dropped down in the church around them. You understand? The same sister husband when my sister go around and got dead, and them send her out, and them not go look for her. You get me? Mean by so it's like the way them have my mother under bandage. I swear to you, it's like as a child growing up, we just want get big. I want get big because I want can tell people my mind. But one get big become one can't. Me no know if you come to it and say fight them, would I fight them? That's how me feel. You get me? Come here and say, come on. Yeah, after you take our child and everything, you never give her no time for you to still up in her face. She have to prepare your meal. You know, she have to carry on my father. You wait until she go collect your money then from my father. You come for money. You get me? I say something. I say, father.
Yes.
No, and if my mother had separated from amongst them, I tell you the truth of the Almighty love. If my mother did ever separated from amongst those people, my mother would be alive. You hear me tell you? But guess what happened? My mother was so much, she was so into them. It's like, I don't know, like she don't know. If you ever talk about them, like you say, well, you don't leave them company, you know, see they're not good. Eh? You know, see they're not good. They don't even count you, they don't love you. They just try to use you. She would say, I'm not tell her. My mother made me get eat one word one at a time. I used to eat this word. They say, leave them to God. I used to eat that word so much that word used to hurt me because it's like me. I say when she said leave them to God, I have something to say. I say blessed be the Lord, my strength will teach my hands to war, my fingers to fight. You know,
Because why do they deserve?
I have something
Why
to
do they
say.
deserve something good when they cause you so much harm that you're fighting
Yeah.
to get what y'all saying that they deserve? Like, why don't I deserve it? I'm the victim.
Yes.
Chella.
I say after my sister dead, you have such a heart to come back for me, to come spend time with Uno too. Come on, you get me? I say, you should tell yourself, say, you're not come back for nobody. You get me? I say, and I can tell you something. Then people drain my mother. I watch my mother still into them and then drain her out. Them drain my mother. Them drain my mother. Them drain my mother. Them drain my mother in a way where me have to say, oh my God. You know, me I say, Father God, I pray I never have a sister like that. You get me? Them drain her. That's all one of the time when she even come around, when she come around for stay, it's like she want to go back. She say she want to go to church with them. She want to me. I tell her that's all they have her. Believe me. That's all
Wow.
them have her, and it's like when you talk and say to her, say, my mother, you say, tell her, I true you talk, but left them to God. Me say that one at the time, I tell her the truth what God love. And if I am wrong, I just ask for forgiveness from the Creator. But one of the time that word we say, left them to God, me did eat that word they with a passion. I hate that word so much because me hear it so much. It's like me hear it from somebody that don't even plan to fight in even a minute. You get me? I hear it from somebody who no plan to fight and if you're a second. I hear it from somebody who I've never seen say, all right, I'm gonna fight for myself 1 minute. She never fight.
Wow.
She never fight, you know. So it's like I always have this fighting mood. I fight when it come on to
Fight
her.
or flight.
I use a defend her, and it's like you see me with defend her. Sometime she will tell her, "All right, leave it alone, left it to God." You know the way they. I miss them one at a time. She made me hear the word so much. Like, whoa, why everything I have to leave it to God? He said, "Call upon you because you're strong." You understand? He said, "Call upon you because you're strong." What happened to you? Hmm?
Oh, I mean, that's
Help with themselves. Come
That's true.
on. You have a
That's true.
fight to your candles. Listen, if you got church right now, and if the pastor is a prophet, he's a healer. At the end of the day, you have a make up mind and know. So listen to me now. Me I go up this stuff. God going use this mighty warrior to touch me and this healing and deliverance to go come forth. But you
Wow.
can't just go up there and just left everything like the pastor, a human being, the prophet, a human being. You get more about your fighting spirit, what about you? You understand? You have to fight too. You have to say, all right, at church, me I go, me have to make up my mind and say, all right, you know what? Listen to me, me must say a battlefield of the mind, you know. So you have to win the battle them from yourself, you know. So you can't
Yes.
just go up there now with yourself just lazy. So you go to church. Sometimes I just sing and worship and healing come true, you know. But mama say, when them beat Apostle Paul and Silas and throw them in the Philippians jail, while they have shackles on their feet, they were worshiping God. We
Mm-hmm.
must say, I worship them, I worship, you know, and earthquake coming up. Remember, good, you know, they were
Yes.
worshiping God, and suddenly comes an earthquake, jail tear down, shackles and fasten. And I tell you about the midnight, the toughest time. You know me, I said the dark moment, the way I said, God, that way you're the Almighty. Yeah, you see me? So
Right.
it show you say you can worship. You cannot be worshiping God in the beauty of holiness and deliverance and breakthrough come. You understand? You can't go to church and because you get up and you worship God. The pastor, the man of God that you have to touch you. Him don't even have to- You understand? I
Mm-hmm.
worship, your worship and deliverance come your way. So it's true, you
Right.
say, but Apostle Paul and Silas never do nothing. Them still in the jail, and although them beat them and shackles around them still a worship. They must say when the jail tear down, they must say them could have run out and them never move. Them never
Right.
move. So it show you about the power of rejoicing. It show
yes.
you how when you worship God, what can happen. You see me? Or door open, or the shackle where the enemy put upon you, or chains and shackle can bust off.
Right. Right.
Mm-mm-mm.
So that
Talk
means instead of holding bitterness, you should rather give thanks and rejoice and praise God, because in everything we're supposed to give thanks to the Most High. That's deep, Teller. Yes, big up yourself.
Yeah, but she's right. That's not so much bitterness than it is like trauma, and that's why, like it says, where you get your hurt from is not where you get your healing. And tell her, I feel you. Like I told you, look, I barely touched the surface of my, but that you spoke, and even though it was a few different circumstances, the underlying trauma, like we walked, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
man.
I have to go back to what I said to you earlier without even knowing this. With all that being said, because I know what it's like. My earliest memories are a house where where they do illegal things. Uh, TikTok words, you gotta be careful. I have raised myself since I was 9. So for you to have the strength, as I give thanks, and it takes time to honor thy mother and thy father, knowing that there's other, what I'm saying, knowing that the person that you seeing that inner light in her, like just focus on that. Like I know my sister, we got to talk because I know, and it, but keep your eye on that light of how thankful she is that you came, that you were there, and have pride in yourself that you could put that to the side and you could be there for your mother and not them, because they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, bless you, my sister, and just focus on the light of the good at the end of the day, because that, like, there is tell her there, it's gonna take time and you may not believe it now, but that is where your healing is gonna be, and I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise.
32 minutes into the hour
To be honest
4.
with you, what
Yeah.
hurt the most still, I would just always ask you, why you always have to be around them? You know me I say? I'm a really turn off that German. I will always ask the question, why you have to be around them? You know me I say? Why you not, because all right, as I said to you before, when she go to the church and drop down into the church, I said to her, what are you doing in the church? What you go to church with them go do? You see me? You don't need to go to church with them, because as I said to you, we read the Bible. I understand, and I know that as a bishop, you must be blameless. You know me I say? And I don't know how people see it. If them things say, I should speak to them, but at the end of the day, to the amount of things that me see what happened as a child, the amount of things that happen, I don't know how to talk to them. I don't know, because some people don't make up their mind to change, Some people don't make up their mind to walk with God. Some people make up their mind to stay evil and wicked. So you can't whine and not talking no evil and wicked people around here. When you realize who they are, you leave them alone, because they don't make up their mind to change. You understand?
Yes.
So it's so sad when you realize and say, hey boy, I wish she had like a fighting spirit. I wish she could have fight. Even my sister father. I remember when Eva had certain things going on. I remember my sister father come and do her something again. And me I say, but hold on. It's like after she passed me, I say, wow, my mother didn't have one terrible bandage when never normal, because even my sister father live with fame baby mother same way. Live with two, me get 2 children with the next one, and that man come and cut out my mother pants scratches them, cut out all of them and carry them away, cut out all of them. And me I say, to myself, I say, why you cut out our pants scratches them? What you do with them? Why you cut out? And I really, later on the most I said, yes, that's why. Anyway, your mother had to cook for him same way. All of him left down at the baby mother yard and come. She have to cook him food same way, because he know what he did. Cut out all our pants, pull on our pants them and cut out all of the part them which part our vagina was, and take away all of them pieces that don't know when doing them piece of material as a child. I look at my sister and I say, wow, she was under a lot of bandage and never not normal. You see me? So, it's like it just open my spiritual eyes more. I connect with the Most High more. Sometimes I tell people, say, at time, I have to deal with some situation aggressively for certain forces move. I have to get dark more time and pray and shout and call upon the Almighty and chant, you get me? Because I know who the Most High is, and I know what prayer can do. So I tell them all the time, say, listen to me I don't care who want to be upset, but you see the things that I say, do my mother hurt. Me tell them all the while, say, yes, I will I already separate myself from amongst but guess what? The things they want to do my mother, me see my mother overlook and go like she don't see it. It will not happen right here. No, it can't happen. No, that's too much. That's a lot she was going through. It wasn't anything normal. It was terrible, me I tell you, when you come on to family member, what our smaller sister father do to her. You get me? Because if you cannot imagine that a man live with him baby mother and him left come a year yard for food. And if him not get no food, him try stone in the pot bottom. And when the pot beat out back, the woman have to cook food now, see him pot give back again. You understand? Whether him come with money, yes or no, she have to prepare a meal after all of them things there. And I say, no, but you had to do something to my mother. Where you put the rest of her pants, the crutches them when you cut out? Where you put them? Why did you cut them out? Where you cut them out, where you put them?
Wow.
So, me think about it sometimes, and I say, wow, all them something they hurt. Because you cut out the whole the part their pants, and me I look back on it and I say, but this serious now. For a man take out all of the woman jeans pants them or every pants that she wear and where she wear her vagina would have been in her pants. You use one scissors and you cut out them place in a circle and you carry them where you put them? What you do with them? Where you carry them go? You know?
Right.
What they need for you cut them out. So sometimes sister I just be separated, yeah, man. Me I tell you just avoid people and know say because you and them come from the same grandmother or you and them come from the same father, that no mean say you and them are relative. You and them don't related in no form of way. And the most side bless you with the people them from the household of faith. You get me? The people them we are walking in favor, the chosen one, them in masterpiece, them in join together. But kind of this time we living in now, any Ahab will have any queen in our house, the queen will go left here and go find our king. And any Jezebel will have any king in our house, the king will go left with Jezebel and finding queen. So every Jezebel have to find an Ahab in this season. Every Ananias have to find them Sapphira in this season. You understand? Every Sambalat have to find them Tobias in this season.
Trap.
Everyone a God masterpiece. Every masterpiece have to find themselves have to find each other in this season. This time that we are in now. You hear me tell you?
Yes.
So Trap has talked to both of us individually, and Trap, this is a moving moment. You've talked to each one of us individually about, we all have, but you spoke so much that just
Yes.
it's hard, it's
all thanks to the Most High, because
yes.
I also have problems, and when I
Yeah.
talk to Ashka, she gives me advice as well about how to go about it. We speak and read about the Bible, we read the Word of God about how to actually go about these problems and maneuver ourselves. So it's only right that we do this. And I'll big up Curve for bringing this topic. I would like to Curve. I would like to ask you.
Look at
a
Curve and
question.
his tough boss.
Curve. One
Yeah.
top boss.
The tough boss glasses Curve for the win.
You don't know.
Yeah,
I'd like to ask, but before we continue, let's welcome Selector
I have to big up
Atskol.
Selector for that
Yes.
picture right there.
Selector
Bless you, my
Atskol.
sister. Bless you, my sister.
Yes.
Blessings,
Blessings to
Selector.
Tella. Selector Atskol, welcome to the chat. We're
Selector.
discussing about how to discipline your disappointments. We touched on some key points about accepting disappointment, controlling your emotions, managing your expectations, look for the lessons, also avoiding bitterness. And we're talking about avoiding bitterness. Curve, I would like to ask you, how do you let go of grudges?
The way I do it, I pray about it, because if I hold it, it will hurt me inside.
Mm-hmm.
Now sometimes I do hold them back then, but now I leave it alone, because I realize it's not the solution for it.
Yes. It's not even
The
worth it.
solution is pray to the Most High God and talk about it and keep on praying. It will not be easy, but at the same time, it will be better to lose it and pray about it.
Yes.
That's what I
I
do.
could add something to that.
Yes, please. Yes, Selector. Come on. Let's.
Welcome,
Yes.
Selector,
Why-
welcome.
Why hold a grudge to get rid of it instead of just not holding one at all?
Mm.
Understand?
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, you have people that will come and they will do the worst to you, and the most all you got to do is always remember there is a God, and God sees everything and knows everything. So
Platinum
He
flare.
knows when it's
Yeah.
going to happen before it happens, because it's written.
Mm.
So
But
when it happens,
where you get your disappointment is not where you're gonna find your healing. Like,
when it happens, you're supposed to just say to yourself, this was bound to come.
Mm.
Expect the unexpected.
Wow. Wow.
Every disappointment is a blessing.
Right.
yo,
Certain people that you feel that you must hold on to in your life, some of them don't need to be in your life. So they're there for a season and a reason. So when they're gone, they're gone. So don't ever feel disappointed like, wow, this person ain't here anymore. This person ain't there anymore. They're gone. They're gone
Some
for a
people are
reason. They
reason,
come,
a season, and a lifetime.
yeah, they did the purpose and they're gone.
Wow.
You know?
Talk to him, Select. Talk to him.
Man.
People come
You
and
know,
go.
it make no sense to hold a grudge and something and make a small pebble into a big ant's nest, into something that could just be avoided.
Right.
Just move on, live life.
Right.
You know, that's how a lot of people are getting sick. That's how a lot of people, because holding grudges is making you sick. God tell you forsake from anger.
Right.
So if he say you forsake from anger, why you holding in anger? You know,
Right.
he said forgive. But
That's
he
the perfect
said forgive,
example of when I said,
but don't forget.
sometimes you're your own destruction. Like, it's not God, it's not the devil. You doing it to yourself. Like, they ain't got to bother you because you won't let go of people when it's clearly showing you and telling you, it's clearly telling you that they're not supposed to be right. Keep on hitting your head on that rock. Right?
You know, let me tell you something, right? This is what God did to you, right?
But
God
sit
just
down.
put you in positions to make you test, he just test you to see if you know better. So he gonna keep putting obstacles in your way to see if you gonna tell yourself, you know something, this person ain't for me. I need to take this person out of my life. I need to remove myself from this person. But if you can't think for yourself and say, well, I see what this person is doing and it's not right, I need to remove myself from this person, and you keep going around this person, you're gonna keep getting in trouble.
True.
You're gonna keep
Yeah,
getting in
that's
trouble.
true. That's true. You're right about that.
But
You're
Tella,
gonna keep
I
getting
think
in
Tella
trouble.
has a good second part to this because between what he just said and what Tella and me kind of expressed, like in between those two statements lies trauma.
Yes.
True.
And that's
Because if my mother
that's
stay
something
away
that
from
really
them,
isn't. Yes.
if my mother had stayed away from these people, because as I tell us after my sister go around them and what happened. And
So
when
your
them come back,
ability to achieve that with trauma blocking
yeah,
you is not the
yeah,
same
man.
as just.
Trauma come in different
Stay far from them
angles.
people, man.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. So let's
trauma is
move on.
hard to overcome.
Yeah, let's
You know
move
you
on
go
to
actually,
the next point.
you go actually control trauma.
Yes, Selector. You said you can control trauma, right?
You go control it.
Yes, most definitely. Most
You go
definitely.
Well, we
control
are.
it.
That leads
I
You
was
us.
see,
simply in
a lot
a
of people
manner
is
of being
afraid. A lot of
a
people are
young child
afraid.
and
A
experiencing
lot
it.
of people are
It's different.
afraid when they're traumatized. They are afraid to break out of the trauma. They're
Yes.
afraid to face it.
Mm-hmm.
Once you face the trauma, you break out of it, and you show that you're not afraid of it. You ain't gonna be scared of the trauma anymore. You come out of you become untraumatized.
You're exactly right, but it's that's
So let me explain something to you, right? I was traumatized once upon a time. I've been in a car accident in 2006. I almost lose my life on my oldest brother's birthday. I was traumatized to the point that I didn't even want to sit down in the back of a car. I didn't want nobody to speak with me, this and that. I had to face that because it come to a fact that everywhere I wanted to go, I just wanted to walk. When I realized I can't walk everywhere because there's some places that is just unreachable by foot. So I had to face the fact that I have to get back in this vibes of just untraumatizing myself and not being scary. I want to control that now.
That's true.
Before, when I used to sit down in a car, my heart used to race. I actually wrote a poem about the car crash because I just dream. I have an everlasting dream that has haunt me every night. So every night I just dream this dream over and over and over and over, non-stop. But that's not stopping me, and that's not having me traumatized. You understand?
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Because
So
You're exactly right with
that
that.
leads us into the next point, which is I would like to know, is it good to give up when problems come and move to another thing?
No.
Okay.
okay,
You
Stop
can
right there
you can
before you
pause
go
it and
forward.
you can work
What do you mean?
collectively on multiple things, but
What do you mean
I
by give up?
yeah,
Just
yeah, they
stop. Like
no.
you are tired because of the problem that came. A certain problem just took you out of your certain standpoint, and you just decided, well, I give up. I can't do this again. Is it good
Well,
to just
to
give
answer
up,
your
or
question, to answer your question, what you can handle, what God don't give you what you can handle, and what you can handle,
Yeah.
you don't deal with it, right? So what
yes?
you can handle, you leave it alone. So if you can handle it, you just leave it alone. So that's not giving up, but that's making a smarter choice and not wasting your time and hurting yourself because you might just stay there trying to work on something that you can't fix.
Wow.
That's what we were talking about earlier. That goes towards the do you react off emotion or do you meditate and you find like is it worthy? Is it worth the time? Now sometimes it's so overwhelming that you have to pause it, walk away, regain your strength to go battle it again if it's worthy, if it's something that is worthy of that battle. But sometimes it's better just to walk away and close that boundary door and just good luck.
Gosh, a lot of the things that we're dealing with in this world right now is not even worthy to go back
It's
and
not.
fight
We've been talking about
because
that all night, my brother.
they're
Like,
putting it out there, they're putting it out there for us to fight them.
yeah.
Listen, our brother, top boss up here in the box. He's fighting with his sciatic nerve for a couple months now. All the time he going to doctors and doctors telling him about this and that and back this and back that. Top boss, unmute yourself and tell him why fine today.
Yes,
You find some.
he told us about that
Uh,
today.
that whole thing with them doctors
Yeah,
are telling him
yeah,
about
you
is a
find some
lie.
information.
Whole lie. Whole lie. Send him a brother wrong direction when all he needed to do is just one thing, one simple thing. You have some discs that are by your vertebrae. When you're young, they're filled. When you reach the age of 30, the fluids that is in that disc, they get dehydrated. So you have to rehydrate them by putting in water or most likely, you know, yeah, you put in as much water as you can or a lot of food with calcium, green leafy food.
Right. That's very true.
So because what you're gonna do is you're gonna rehydrate the disc so the disc could start squeezing your vertebrae between squeezing your sciatic nerve between your vertebrae and the disc. So when the vertebrae when this disc is refilled again, the sciatic nerves get loosen up, so that pain goes away. So they could give him as much as shots as they want, as much as pain pills. Ain't doing nothing. He pads this and that. Ain't doing nothing. Ain't doing nothing. Removing inflammation ain't doing nothing. Is a doctor. His wife had the sciatic nerve was damaged, and he spent $8,000, and he flew all the way to Japan, and he found out the information.
Yeah, I
He
just
came
get a
back and
call. My bad. Yeah.
he came back and he with his wife. 18 years.
Yeah, he gave me some information, some heavy information not too long ago about it. And that was some powerful stuff he told me earlier.
When I
And I
read that,
look
I
at
said, but
it.
wait a minute. They lying to my brother all the time, man. Look at my brother running around the place, going here and going there, and he could just fix himself from home. Easy. Let me give him this information quick and fast. And that's what I do. I go on the internet and I look for information, and when I run through something that I see that I hear somebody have or they talk about, I read up on it and I find some information and pull it quick. And I hold on to it. I copy it and save it in my phone. You know,
That's good.
I have information about different. I have like I've been doing some studying on the different plants and healings of um of cancer, and there's 88 plants in all in this world that's counted that is good for healing and killing cancer.
Wow.
A majority of them is in the Caribbean and is in Mexico. So yeah, it's good to do some. It's good to do some reading, people. It's good to do some reading, you know.
Yes. So we all agree that it's not good to give up when problems come. Now, the seventh point, which I would like us to touch on, is how do you adjust and adapt to certain problems? How do you adjust and adapt to certain problems so that you don't get swallowed up by that problem? How do you adjust and adapt?
That's a good question. So let me think about that one. Okay, well, for instance, I say when I first moved up to America, I had to adjust and adapt to living in America
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know nothing about the cold and I didn't know my way around and I didn't know anybody. So
Right.
I had to settle in. At first I didn't like it. I wanted to leave. Every day I was mad. Every day I was just mad. I was walking around the place, my face was screwed. I didn't want to talk to anybody. So it was like after a while when I realized reality has hit me and my boy, you ain't leaving going nowhere, you're stuck here. I had no choice but to settle in and just change my whole outlook and what my surroundings. You know, I had to learn my surroundings.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
that's what
that
it was. Just
means,
learn what the people, learn what the people is about, what they like, what they dislike. To try to fit in. Not to get yourself in no problems because you don't want to say the wrong things and those them kind of vibes. That's what I had to learn. How to
Dim the
walk,
light.
how to
Do
talk.
not dim the light.
Yeah, exactly. So when you get in situations like that, in anything, you have to know how to walk the walk and talk the talk and fit in. Once you get into
yes.
a new environment, you have to know how to fit in.
Yes.
If you can't
Yes.
fit
That's
in, then
true.
you're gonna be lost.
That's
I had to
very
learn
true.
that. I had to learn that in Miami and Massachusetts, then to New York. I learned from that. I
You're gonna
adapt.
feel like you don't belong. You'll feel like you're not a part of society.
I was wrong with
I
that.
had to adapt it.
Yeah. And if
That
you
goes
don't,
in a good,
if you don't adjust and adapt, you might give up.
but
Yeah,
that
you
goes
will
into a
give up.
good point of when you grow up in like me and Tella, our experiences are based off of being children with undeveloped minds, and so there's an emotional behavior response that occurs because you're just always uncomfortable. You're always like you're just like you're never like a sensory type thing, and it ends up causing you to for your governing laws and what your naturalness is to be off of fight or flight. So you're always walking around in a fight or flight mindset, right? You know what I'm saying? And you can't find any calm and any peace, and it's hard to break that because I went into a corporate world and I had to battle with like I went to work every day like thinking I was going to lose my job just because everybody was so nice and so calm, and I came. It's like fight or flight. That's something that you need to focus on too. Learning how to break that. That's a generational curse that a lot of people can't put their touch on because, like I said, you're governing law. You stop at a red light. They tell you stop at a red light. You don't question them. You just stop at a red light because it's red. So when you build those in your younger years, those are hard traumas to break.
Mm. Wow. Okay.
Well,
So
rise, I'm
to
unable
add
to break.
on to that, I believe we have to acquire wisdom about the problem. We have to be knowledgeable about the problem, and we have to understand the problem. And these three constitute to power to be able to have power over the problem, so as to know how to adjust and adapt to that problem. And also one thing that I have listed here is you must be flexible and open to new opportunities as well. You can't be stagnant in that problem,
Yes.
True.
yes. And then that brings us to the eighth point, where we have, after the eighth, we have two more, and then there's a Bible verse which we would read and which concerns this topic. The eighth point is you must choose positive influences. You must always choose positive influences when you have problems. You must always adapt to the positive influences, the positive people around you, the the, the beautiful people around you. You must always adapt to those people instead of holding on to the trauma, the pain, the grudge, the unforgiveness, and
Yes.
the bitterness and all that. You must
Yep.
choose hope and also the positive influences.
Yes.
That is the only way you're going to step away from those problems. And what are some of the best ways to choose positive influences, if I may ask?
Just being aware of your surroundings, who you allow around you. Remember, we watched that video about force multiplier. Sometimes we catch we catch trauma off of somebody that's close to us. Problem like force multiplier. You got to watch who you're around because you're catching blows because you let this person stand next to you.
Right.
True. You have a guard your energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Exactly.
say that your
Protect your
energy
energy.
portrays like 6 feet out of you. So
Get all close.
3 feet.
Yes.
Because everybody that come in your face, that come to smile in your face ain't good.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah. Those are the ones you watch the most sometimes, It was good.
Yeah, these people
If
terrible.
it's too nice and too like, no, somebody right here.
Everybody that smile in your face ain't good enough.
No.
Terrible,
I learned
man.
my lesson
Terrible.
from that. I learned my
Wow.
lesson,
You have
and
to.
I
Malicious
just
and
have
ill intent are
to.
my two favorite words. Like, that
Yes.
makes a difference. Makes a difference.
Yes. And also, we
Protect
have
your
to
energy.
avoid negativity and constant complainers. People who complain a lot, you must
Amen.
be able to, as Stella said, you know,
Yeah.
separate yourself. You understand?
Yeah, man. When people are complaining too much, mama come, you know anything about it, you get up and you have hope. And
Right.
Yes.
you know before the day is over, the most I coming through for you, whatever the situation is, you must go fix it because you see I don't bring you this far to leave you. So you can't give up now.
Say that again, Tella. Say that
You don't bring
again.
you this far to leave you, so we just can't give up
God did
now.
not bring us this far. Leave us now. Like,
Yeah,
talk
and
to him,
then
Tella.
we
Talk to
get up and
him.
we have this we prayer service and we get up and we have a devotion and we read out one seven scripture from the Bible and we say yes God we believe you're the same God who come through for Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. You're the same God we know
Ah,
you come through for God, you know. And
that's
here
what.
comes somebody calling out, them maybe not even pray for money. You're praying, you talk to God, you believe God, you have faith. As I always say, you have faith like Hebrews 11.
Yeah.
Hebrews 11 is just about faith alone. If you read the Bible, you know me I talk about.
Right.
If you
And
have
this
fought this
person
hard,
can't
this
know.
long to
All
achieve
them,
this, I
all
give
them
up.
call is just murmuring. All them call now. Them not even say, boy, me I tell you, God is great. Yeah, man, and the best is yet to come, just like the Shunammite woman, it is well. Them, nah, there's something now. Is that for them call is just murmuring and boy, them want to tell you, oh, life hard, and this and that.
Ah.
And you see
True
me?
that. Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes I stop and I look and I'm like, for a long
That's
time I
that.
fought
That's
so
that
hard and
energy.
I didn't even have.
That's
Sorry.
that low energy.
Yeah, me I say imagine after me there, no say God a come through for me before the day come, before the day is over. Me know God a
Are you
come
good?
through because I serve a true and living God who is able. And me walk by sight or pray, we don't walk by sight or pray, we live by faith. You see
Straight.
me? We
Tella,
live by
have you ever thought
faith.
about this? Think about it. So, like, before you really find like this, like you were always a fighter in life. You always just fought, and you just put it in, and you just never you were a go getter. And then you come to a point where you come to this collectiveness and this knowledge, and you're like, well, I've fought when I didn't know what I was even fighting for, and that was the reason why I was achieving. So why? Like, like just keep on going, and it's just you're gonna keep on winning, because if you won when you didn't know that that's the reason why you won, how can you not believe that?
Naturally. Come on, sister, tell them. Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yes, you didn't imagine come and have faith in a God, and imagine this person call, and you look for the hear them say something good. You look fierce because you believe you go through your storm. You say, boy, say the last money me have me send the pit them go to school, and the last money I have me use it by do this, I me use it, do that or whatever. And you did it. Here comes a call. Them want to tell you, them this is that they not enough faith. Hear them attacks, they gotta come through. None of that, them just come for bridge your current, they come for drain out your energy, because everything about them just so low. You get me? I say, so all them phone call, you have to learn to avoid them too.
You let them kind of people disrupt your energy.
You have to avoid them, man.
You actually hear them people.
Right.
Because when I pray, I don't hear them people. When I pray my phone, when I phone ringing, I don't hear that.
Yeah, man.
When I pray, people call me, I don't hear them. I don't hear my name.
Once we realize a certain thing not right, so the conversation I done, because listen, let me tell you something. Me realize once you make the enemy come drain you, it take your time for power up back, you get
I'm
me?
telling
So
you,
you have to
man.
protect your energy. You see me? Once you make them come drain you, make you feel empty and feel tired. You just are tired, so me tell you, take a time for power up back. So you have to protect your energy at all costs.
And your
That's
energy
true.
is so much part of you. Like you got to stay 6 feet away from people. Like it's
Yeah,
they say
man.
your energy goes 3 feet out
Avoid
of
some
you. So
up, man. Some of them want hug you up and shake you, man. Avoid them, man. I remember one night this lady, I went to this stage show after my performing, and everybody perform, and them called me back to perform again. I remember this lady come to me for a light. And she said to me, "Can I borrow your lighter?" And is that when she said, "Can I borrow your lighter?"
People don't got to, ladies, people don't have to touch all you anymore, All they have to do is watch you.
Yeah, man, but I tell you, that lady
Learn
touched that lady
something.
borrowed the lighter the night, and I gave her a dry lighter. Right? And when I get back the lighter,
A dry
the
lighter.
lighter have some oil all over it. Never just drop the light out of my hand instant.
yeah.
Me lend her one dry lighter, and I'm gonna get by the lighter. The lighter so wet. The lighter so highly. What kind of island where you go dig up that island, lady? Where you go for the island that you can rub up on my lighter and give me a what problem? You borrow me lighter for light, but you for light your weed. I'm gonna give you one dry lighter. The lighter dry because it is coming out of my bag. And I give you a dry lighter, and when you give me back the lighter have all kind of aisle. We don't know what are the aisle, but you know what me do? I drop the lighter same place. And I say, yeah, man, back to the sender. Yes, right back to you. We drop the lighter same place. Can I give you a dry lighter? You give me back a wet one. Come on, no?
But think about this. So they say opposites attract. Like opposites don't attract; they repel. Positive and energy, they don't like. They portray. They come to you. But even though negative vibrates low, it's stronger because it's thirsty to draw the positive energy to keep it alive because it's vibrating so low. So
Right.
that's why it's so important if you're a positive, if you have that, but that's why it's even more important to keep that negative energy away from you, because it can shift you. Somebody can stand next to you and shift your whole, and you don't even know what happened. You don't even know what's wrong. Nothing happened that day, but you just off because somebody came within your 3 feet
They don't have to
area.
That's why
And
you have to stay power up, sister. Sister, you have to stay power up, may I tell you.
yeah,
When
you
you
straight
walk,
up.
you chant
You know
and
what
pray.
I
Believe
learned?
me, trust me.
Yeah. Yes.
They don't have to stand next to you anymore.
They
All they
don't.
got to do is place their hype on you.
I swear they could. I swear they could do it from the internet now. Like I swear
All
they
they
could do it on
need,
the live. I'm telling
exactly.
you.
Listen, All you need is your first. All you
internet,
need is your first
they
and your
have
last name.
different
All you need is your
ways.
first and your
Nah,
last.
it not work, you know.
All
Me
you
shut
need is your
them
first and
down.
your last name.
All the
All you
negative
need is your
person, the
first and your
last
last
name, it
name.
not work. Me I tell you before that
All you
you
need is
hunger
your.
and but I'm
All
hunger
you
and
need is your
thirst
first and
after
your last name.
righteousness. It not work.
Yes,
Cause
that's
from my
why.
hands them clean and my heart pure, cancel and shut
Yes,
down
yes.
every plan of the enemy.
That's
Everything with the
why.
enemy come with burn and cremate to ashes, null and void. Me
Amen.
not run joke with
Yep, that's
Lucifer
why
and
you need to.
advocate.
That's why you need the word of God. You need prayer. You need fasting. You need faith.
Right there.
You
Yes.
understand? You can't
Young
move.
That's
You
Musa
can't
all.
laugh.
move in these days now.
All the way.
You must in capital letters not move like an empty barrel. You must
Yeah.
not
True.
move like an empty barrel in these days, in 2026 onwards. No, sir. Otherwise, we can't par with you, because no, sir, you can't
Have to
be
keep
empty.
chanting and praying, man.
You
Same
can't.
way. Can't take the
Yes.
empty vessel no work. The dry bone not work right now. Me not working no
Jaja.
dry
What
bone.
is right?
Well,
I was
you
where I
can't
live
put
at,
nothing
right?
that you can't put nothing that into an empty vessel, you know. So if you never had it, you can't put it into it. A
Yes.
lot of them ain't have it, so a lot of them lost. So how we
And,
could wake them up right now when they already lost in the
and
system
these
that already spoil them.
and these empty barrels, when they come, they drain you into them. They drain your energy into
That's
them
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
and fill themselves up. Now you feel dry. You feel like, oh, you've lost something. You've
So,
lost
like I said,
power.
make sure
You've
That's
you
lost.
drink your water. Make sure
they
you
could
drink your
try.
water. Stay
It can be your own
hydrated.
family too.
They
Yeah.
could try. That's why I don't have no. That's why I have no circle, brother.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, I know.
I have no circle.
One thing
You
I
have to be careful,
experienced,
man.
right?
Young Musa, big up yourself.
One thing I experienced, right? I was by the field. That was a while back, and I see three people came up to me. One of them have no, three of them have the Bible, and one of them is a girl, and two of them was guys have the tie, right? Now I'm like a energy person, you know. I stop this. How you doing? We here to speak to you about the Bible and God, right? Now, one person was watching me so hard. I didn't look at the person, but I watching them my side eye. And I felt something like no, like I felt something. I say, you know something? I tell the guy like, hey, I have to go somewhere. Now, before that, he wanted my number. Man, no lie, I gave them my fake number because that energy I was feeling, nah. And that person was watching me is a girl watching me, but I didn't look at her eyes. I just my side I can't tell because I can't see my side look to my side eye, I had to tell my moms that. I told my mom that's the only lady I told, and I told y'all, But I know they were up to no good though, being honest,
Wow.
because when I felt that, I said, no, I'm out. And these people is to fall prophets. That's why I told my moms,
That is true.
Yeah.
yeah, not
By the fruit
everybody.
you shall know them, you know.
Even up to the man who stand
By
Yes.
the fruit you shall
up,
know
By the
them.
fruits you shall
even up to the man who stand up in the church with a black robe and I call itself priest and pastor. Them is
I'm
false.
so scared of them.
Right.
I walk with my own faith. I'm
Too much of them playing church these days.
man. They're the most judgmental people. Like they go against what they say, but they holler so strong. Like I have my own walk. I have my own. I mean, I'm not saying I never would, but there's things behind that. But I'm at home and I have my own. Trap's been joining me lately. We've been listening to some beautiful
Call himself Christian. I tell you the truth with your love, you know.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
they bigger.
Listen, get the Ethiopian Bible and read the King James Version, right? And you're gonna see it's two different things.
Yeah,
Two
Yes.
whole total different things.
yeah.
It's the same thing,
Yeah.
It's the same thing, But what I'm trying to tell you is, in the Ethiopian Bible, it's so clear that it's the truth.
Yeah.
The Ethiopian Bible, when it talks about Genesis, it tells you what goes on in Genesis, what a man did, how man was created, how woman was created, who ate the fruit first, who deceived God. Yeah.
And that
He put that in the King James version.
that brings me to remind you guys we'll be discussing another topic about how Adam is not the first man. Now let's move on to that should stick in your head. Adam is not the first man. Don't let anybody deceive
Yeah,
you.
Adam before
Adam.
that Adam.
Yes.
We
So
had
Yeah.
two Adams.
yes. So the ninth point is which I would like to ask. Now we've all agreed that it's best to choose positive influences to surround yourself, and we also know that we must separate from negative people and complainers. Now, one thing which I would like to know is how do we strengthen our faith when we get into problems? Because sometimes you might wake up very positive, very bright, very shiny with light, and then you get one phone call or somebody does something or
Just took the
somebody
words out of my
gives you
brain.
a body language that messes up your whole morning and your whole day. And I would like to know. So my question is,
Hallelujah.
how do we strengthen our faith in times of problems?
Speak
Okay.
it into existence, even if you may not believe it all the way. You have to speak it into
Strengthen our
existence.
faith. Wow.
Yes.
And also, there was this video I watched, and he said that God told this man to bless somebody with $25, but when he went to go give it to him, the guy had an attitude. He was nasty to him, and he said, "Well, I was gonna bless you with the $25, but since you had an attitude, you're judging him for being disobedient. I know for being having an attitude, but you were disobedient because God told you to give him the $25. Like he did. It doesn't matter that he gave you an attitude. You were disobedient. So you're judging someone when you should be looking in the mirror,
Mm,
right?"
You
yes.
know, I remember at a stage show the artist, the artist always give me a strength,
Yes.
Always at the stage show, always performing with the artist, and I remember, going around like anywhere the artists are performing, artists would call me up and give me, but because the artist is such a legend, some people that want like they say, boy, my guitar strength, she not give me the strength there. The whole vibe. I remember one night I went to a show with the artist and I tell her something. Some people sometimes, and it's not the person you're there with. Sometimes some people who want to come around, them people, and they my problem, though. It's not the person that you're around at time, You have some people out there that want to be where you are.
Yes.
So them are the problem, I tell you.
Right.
Yes, you have to
And
be
I can
careful
tell
of
you
that.
something. I went on the show that night, and when I went on the show, as a matter of fact, when I reached the Negril, I realized that I start to have a hoarse in my voice that I never had because I'm not a person that easily hoarse. I can drink like a glass of ice and go perform now. That's not a problem. And with upon the show, I'm reach a Negro, I realized that my voice was somebody in the car with me realize say, boy, till I when you reach on your voice just sound different. And I remember like it I come on here to the show time in the night, I realized the more that my voice I get more hoarse. Yeah, as soon as you reach near to the show. And may I tell you something, when you reach a show time now, I'm reach up on the stage, I have to end up come off of the stage, may I tell you so the show big, may I tell you, show no normal, show sold out. And may I tell you something, so me do something like no word now come out, my voice, my worst. I tell you, but worse, and me I say, oh me I pray, me I talk to the Almighty, and me I say, Father, I put everything in your hand, Me I ask you for work out this, never let the enemy triumph over me, Almighty. I'm gonna walk off of the stage because I realize it was soon my time to perform and I realize how much my voice was. And I say, you know what? I'm gonna come off of the stage this time and go pray. I come off of the stage because I just feel the warfare. And it's like me never perform, artist actually tell her what I'm with you when you come off of the stage. I mean I say, me no know my voice just get hoarse and thing and I know. All right, when I reach back in a Kingston, reaching here, my home, I realize say my voice come back.
Yeah,
Wow.
happened.
Voice
It
come
happened to me
back
before
clean
too.
and clear. And I say, what is?
You
You
weren't
know?
supposed to sing at that show, that's why.
No man, but I tell you something, I should tell me, I tell you the testimonies that I go back and that event again with the artists. I tell you something. I go back again with the artist and believe me, say, my voice horse up again one other event. I tell you, my voice horse up
You ain't
again one
supposed to
other
sing with
event.
that man. That's why.
No, but I tell you, say, look, the person has been, is that I got a couple event with the person, I tell you, how the voice come back, and it's like, I got a show again and I realized my voice horse up again and soon time to perform my voice horse up again. But it's like the horse is not it's like it start, but I mean like even when I'm home now, it's like, I realize it start. I said, no man, this I get out of hand because I don't have a flu or anything. When I have no flu, when I have no allergy, nothing, and my voice just horse up, and it's like, I got a two show there and come back and I realize say even at home now, I said, no man, something not right,
Yeah,
and
that's why analyzing and
2
meditating
days,
is so important, because you got to look
2
back and you
days,
got to catch those things, and it builds
yeah,
in your
2
face.
days before the storm, Melissa, the storm that come to Jamaica in Melissa in October.
Yeah.
2 days before the storm, I got a vision. Vision see a man, I wasn't seeing the man face, but the man I say, if I go in our room for my voice, I say, room, my voice in our room. I talk to you, my voice is within me, and him say, go in the room for your voice, in this your voice there. And he like, your voice in the room, they lock up. And I say, my voice can't a room lock up because it sound away. I say, my voice can't a room lock up. And him say, go in the room there for your voice lock up in the room there. And I say, what it looks like? I say, go in the room for your voice. That's where your
What
voice
kind of
is.
nightmare?
I
What kind
say,
of
oh, my
nightmare that
voice.
was you had?
No, hold on. Him say, oh, I say my voice in our room. He say, yes, go in the room for the voice. In the vision, it's like I was trying to be disobedient in the vision, and like him start say some things to me now. Like him say, you remember you were on the stage with that artist. Like the man start telling me some things now, like places where I go on my horse up, and him say, you remember you go up on the stage with the artist and your voice horse up, and me say, yeah, and him say right in the room. Then me say my voice in my room, and let me tell you something. I remember me decide say, all right, me go walk in obedience and me go God the same place him send me, me go in the place where him send my voice there. When I got the place of my voice, I realized 2 females were standing at the door, one on the right and one on the left. And I make attempt to touch the door and the female lick off my hands off of the door. And I make a second attempt again and the female backs off my hand off of the door again. And it's like, me decide, say, all right, the man say, any means necessary, me have to reach in there because I in there, my voice there. Well, me go make some, I fight, me go fight now for reaching there. And I want to tell her something, I push the woman and start fight her. And I use her and push down the other woman because I tore them there at the door. And I use she and push down the other female. And when they tore them there ground, I push the door and go in. When I push the door and go in, there was a place where it looked like, the door looked like it maybe looks small, but when you push the door and go in, it's a place where having a lot of things, a musician, like some different mic and keyboard and drum and everything in the room there. And me could have hear artists in the thing, but I could acknowledge one artist's voice in there. I could acknowledge Chronic's voice, because Chronic's, me hear Chronic's in that room singing in October, 2 days before Melissa. And that's when I get my voice and I never have a problem. And I tell you something, so from I come out of that place, because it's like, me I walk in the place, me I hear sounds, but I'm not seeing anybody. And in the place having some keyboard, drum set, just music things. And you hear like some sound, some different rhythm. And you hear like artists, a DJ, artists that sing. But I could acknowledge one sound in them. I could hear Chronics. And I can tell you something. From a come out, it's like I come out of the place and I remember the man said I must stay in there long. I must just go in and come out back. Don't stay in there long. And when I come out, I can tell you something. When I come out, I start to sing. And it's like my voice was so high that me I sing and like me I feel try to control my voice the way my voice just big summer just I sing. And it's like I make attempt to turn back because I could hear a Chronic's voice in there. And the man said to me, said, tell her,
Ooh,
don't go back in there. You just go back in. I just your voice you go for. Don't go back in there, tell her. I'm gonna just jump up so I can tell you something. And from that day until now, I never have a problem again with my voice. Never. I'm gonna tell you say never me mean never. Me mean say from that same day there. Never have a horses, never have a problem with my voice again. Never. Never have a never.
one of the most powerful little statements that she made that entire time was her voice was messed up and she realized that she couldn't hear Chronic anymore, so she had went out the limits of her protection and she had to go back to the one person that she knew and knew that voice, and it helped. Like, am I
No,
wrong?
but look here now. I hear one person
Yeah,
voice in the room that I went from my voice, because that is the place that I went and my
yeah,
voice restored back to me. So
yes,
I didn't see Chronics in the room, but all you can hear in the room is voices. And when I was about to turn back, after I come out and realize that my voice had been restored to me, I wanted
yes,
to go back in the room. Come and say, me hear Chronics in the room, me hear Chronics in there. And me I go back, like me I go turn back. And the man come and say to me, say, tell her, don't go back in there, your voice. Me no see him all now. Him just said to me, say, don't go back in there, your voice alone you go for. Don't go back in there. You know, so me tell you something, life is spiritual. You know me tell
yes,
you? Life is spiritual, just me.
Yes,
and
that
you
And
is
I
are,
can
true.
tell you
you are
that.
as well. You
Yes,
you're
man.
it radiates out of you through the screen. Like I just said it earlier. Remember, he was talking about that. But what I say earlier, like when you first came in, like your music is it's moving, but you speak and you like oh, your words alone in a regular conversation have just as much power, um,
Thank
pain,
you so much, my
healing,
sister.
justification, just everything. It's just you speak with diligence, and as you tell stories, I could vision you walking with that same diligence, and flowers to you, my sister.
Queen, thank you so much.
Yes,
Yes.
most definitely.
My
Thank
voice
you.
restored to me, man. From that time, I tell you something. From that time, I never, and I asked the Most High to continue to restore my voice and protect my voice, the protection around me, same way, Because I tell you something. From that time, from I going to that place for my voice 2 days before the storm, let me tell you something. I never have a problem with my voice. Me, I tell you, never, I never hoarse, not at all, never again. Trust me. So I know, the Most High is powerful, and when you walk in obedience, because at that time I was obedient, because I said disobedience you put in a wheel belly.
Mhm.
So at the time, I say, you know what, me I be obedient, and when me obedient. That's why my voice restore back to me. Because when the man I tell me say my voice now a room lock up, it's like me I say, what am I talk about? So it's like some people put me up on some show at the time, and it's like I don't know how to explain to them and tell them, say, say my voice, you don't know what to say to them, At that time it's like I realize that tell her you don't even need to explain anything to nobody at this time. Just keep pressing on the upward way, just go and pray, just go and trust the Most High, just go and read the 21 Psalms a day, 7 of the morning, 7 of the day, 7 of the night, when the 3 sevens clash. Just go and trust the Most High, trust the process. Gotta come through and you come out as pure gold. You see me? I mean, I tell you
Oh,
something. A voice restore unto me in a great and mighty way, and I'm just giving praise to Jah.
uh,
And I said to myself, say, Chronics, me your Chronics voice in there. Chronics, I could have hear Chronics a sing in there. I could have hear him voice loud and powerful in there sing. Me I tell you, it's like, and the first me hear Chronics a sing so powerful. Chronics voice powerful, and Chronics is a great artist. He's an artist that I love. And
yes,
me say
yes.
this, me say me hear Chronics in there sing. Me say me ear chronics in and I say, look here, I come out and I realize, my voice restore to me. It's like I wanted to go back in there.
You know,
And the man will come to me and tell me, say, my voice in my room lock up. And the same man come and I say, tell her, don't go back in there. Don't go back in there. Your voice alone, you go for. Come I tell her, say, look here. Me say, look here, me up on the stage and me couldn't find my voice. Me I wonder my voice there. Like me I say, I want my voice there. Me don't know my voice there. Like me I try to sing and I don't know
Talk
what
to
there.
him.
You me tell you, I'm believing when I tell you, my voice restore unto me. I know how much life is spiritual. I mean, say when you come on to the music fraternity, when they tell us say spiritual wickedness in high and low places, it is there. Come tell us say a lady beg me a lighter. When she give me a lighter, I pay aisle upon the lighter. I don't know what the aisle for. But me no bother wait. Me just say, all right, me drop the lighter, you wrong.
Talk
You
to him.
understand? Right? They say it
Trap.
there.
Yes.
Trap, we need to cut this conversation out and I mean, we need to copy it and send it to her and my sister. Every do your journey of healing with your loss. Every time you find self doubt or sorrow, you need to play that story that you just told us. because
Yes.
your
It's a
power
good
and your
conversation.
and you're standing on business and
Real fucking
your
conversation.
you know
Standing on the promises
we
of
need to
Jah,
cut we
man.
need to cut that out. Trent, please
Yeah,
cut that
I'm
out.
going
Please
to
send it to her.
I'm going to
It's a good
blog
Every
about
conversation.
time,
yes. I'm going to
yes,
blog about this and I'm going to put it on our YouTube page
Tell her
because
you got.
this is
I
a
Tell her I have a
have
powerful
powerful
through your
I
story
see
to tell
journey.
her.
Chronix. I
Say
see
that
You know,
again.
tell
Chronix.
her.
I
You
see
have a
Yeah.
Chronix
powerful story.
show
You have a
in
powerful story
Central
to tell her.
Park a couple years
Yo,
ago.
that
Yeah,
was
man. Thank you
beautiful.
so much, Mama. Say my voice restored to me, man. Believe me, from that time, because it's like a couple of people put me on some events before, because I used to, put me on some events a week time here in Jamaica. I would go and
Yeah, boy.
perform like on the reggae show them, and it's like I'm going to tell her, oh, me not see you, or come on the show, but it's like I don't even know what to say to them at that time because it's like I trust in the process so much, and I know that the Most High is coming through for me, and I know that my
Ah,
voice is going to restore to me in a great and
true.
mighty and powerful way. It's like I know say the fight, everything will come true. And I tell you something, two
Reach.
women at the door. It's two women at the door,
I go to
And
oil and you.
and as I make attempt to touch the door, the woman a backstab my hand. I make attempt again and believe me. You see me reach inside there, believe me say, yo, Mike, to me it's a place that this it's a place where when they rob and steal things from the artists them spiritually, it's like that is the place where the things are. You know what I say? Like
Yes,
other
Yes.
yes.
voice in there because I could hear chronics there. I say, say that's so them lock up chronics. And it's like me, I say, I want go back in there. And the man I said, don't go back in there. Your voice can I tell you something. I could sing. I don't know my voice there. That's me. I say, yo, me a ball every day. People ever know. Like them now see me, but me just lucky and I just a cry. But just a ball out to the Almighty every day. And I say, Father, I know you're gonna restore my voice to me. I know you're gonna restore my voice to me. I know you're gonna restore my voice because it's on a stage when they are nigga. And when I my time to perform, I realize say like my voice, I don't know, like just something like my nasty. I mean, I say I want to my voice, so I take my time and come off on the stage. You get me? So I can tell you something, man. As I say, life is spiritual, but I tell people keep pressing on the upward way. You know me? I say, yeah, man, just
Yes.
keep pressing
And you
on.
have control over your destiny as long as you find, you find your balance your energy, get yourself to vibrate on a higher frequency, and and then it's an easy walk, but it's a lot of work. That was beautiful,
Yes.
Tella. That was beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
Most
Talk
definitely.
about
As long
Chronix.
as we stay
Talk
with
about
God,
Chronix.
we have control over our destiny.
Yes. All right.
The first time
That
I
was
listened to
beautiful.
Chronix perform in Central Park a couple years ago when he was coming out. I'm surprised he said Chronix because that's the first time I heard him in New York in Central Park.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he
I just
powerful.
I hear him in the place
Now he
singing.
powerful though.
I hear him in the room singing and I tell say him voice was so I can hear see a chronics, but it's like it was on a higher realms. It was
Our
a chronics on a higher
our
realms.
YouTube video, yeah, he powerful for real. Yeah,
It
he
was
Chronix
a
is
it
a
sing.
was a
very
chronics on a
powerful.
higher realms that I hear in the room singing, and that is the same place that I went for my voice. You see me?
Right.
That is the
wow.
same place that I went for my voice.
Wow.
And until I said that is, I hear chronics in the room singing and it's like me, I say, no, there's a chronics on a higher realms. You know me, I say, like it's a chronics on a higher grounds that, yeah.
Right.
You can hear it
Right.
to him, but it's like restoration. And I say, say I know one normal place that me go for my voice though, It wasn't
Right.
a normal place because it's
Right.
a place where when they rob things from artists, there's a lot of things. That's why it's just musician things was inside there. That place.
That takes us into the tenth point. How do you turn pain into purpose? How do you turn pain into purpose when you have problems? How do you turn pain into purpose?
Use that pain to keep fighting forward and find your purpose.
Okay, okay. Tabas, how would you say you can turn pain into purpose?
You said pain
Into
turn
purpose.
into
How
purpose?
yes, how do you turn pain into purpose?
That's a good question. I would say, well, you catch me off guard for this one. Uh,
Mess up in idolatry a lot.
I will take it to learn from it, from my
Yeah.
pain. Yeah.
Okay.
Build on it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. That's all I can do. I
Okay.
can't well on it. I can't well on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ashkash, how would you turn pain into purpose? And that after you've answered, then we'll move to tell her for her to share her knowledge with us as well, to turning pain into purpose.
Use my pain to give me the ability to fight forward and prove the universe wrong, and that you can't hold me back. Use that pain to help you fight to achieve what you want, and not let nothing stop you. I mean, you just got it's a mindset. You gotta mindset, speaking into existence. Like it's all it is. Take it and flip it. Take it and flip it. Then how can you lose?
Right. Exactly. Empress Stella, how would you
Yeah,
turn
I'm right
pain?
here.
How would you turn pain into purpose?
Sometimes, they say you have to do it afraid, if you feel like you're afraid, do it same way.
Yes.
Just do it afraid, just as I tell you, walking in the most high favor. Because, sometimes you don't really know how it's going to work out, but, as I say, keep trusting the process.
Right.
Just trust the process, just trust the process. And if you have to do it afraid, just do it afraid same way. Just do it.
Right.
If faith is the only antidote to fear.
Right. That is
Faith
true.
is the only antidote for fear. So, as I'm going to say, faith like Hebrews 11.
Mm.
So I say you have to work. Faith,
Yeah,
faith,
flip it and use it as your strength.
faith all the way. Faith,
Yes.
faith.
Yep.
That is it.
Don't walk by sight or appearance, we live by faith,
By
So
faith.
Yep.
That is true.
that is
I would
exactly what I'm bringing it through.
Yes,
Yep.
fact. I would also add that we must use our disappointments as motivation to grow into success. You understand? And also let our struggles not let our struggles make us stronger and not weaker. You understand? So
Look at you speaking, disciplining your disappointment. We thank God.
yes, so now we're going to move into the spiritual aspect where we share the Bible verse concerning the topic we just discussed. I have two Bible verses. If you guys have your Bibles closer to you, we can all share that, and what you take from it, you can share it with all of us as well. The first Bible verse will be let's take from Proverbs first before we go to Romans. I have Romans and Proverbs, but let's take from Proverbs first before we go to Romans. And I'm taking from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. Who would like to read for us?
Verse
We
5
start
to
in
6.
Yes,
the middle.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6.
From Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6.
Yes.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
Yes.
Be not. Oh, just 6, right?
Yeah, that's
5
6.
to?
Yes, 5 to 6.
Okay.
Wow. That is. I hope we have a clear understanding of what Empress Stella just read. Is there anything that bothers someone or something that we don't understand?
Very clear. Very clear. We've spoken on that one a few times. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. 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 Is there anything that we can take from this word?
I think I spoke so much. I don't know. I'm a talker, and I've tell it and build me with the All
Yes,
the
there was
blessings
so
and the good
much,
and the good
so
energy, and
much
I've,
wisdom.
I've,
I'm telling you, this conversation brought
I've
up
put
so
out some.
much, so
I'm more
much.
full than I gave out, and that's how it should be with equalness and everybody
Yes.
giving equally. So I'm just beautiful evening, beautiful life.
Great day. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it.
Amen.
Yeah, this is a
Amen.
wonderful day.
Hallelujah.
Great day.
And the next Bible verse is Romans chapter 8 verse 28. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. I believe I passed it down to Ashkash and Tella as well. But we're just taking a piece of it, a piece of what I passed down today. Yesterday, I believe yesterday. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. Romans chapter 8 verse 28.
I'm sorry, I can't read. I'm cooking on the grill outside. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's
I
all
want my
right.
food to burn. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Tella, would
Wasn't
you
ready.
would you like to share with us, please?
Yeah, fine. Romans chapter 8.
Verse 28.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 28. Okay, all right. Romans chapter 8 and verse 28. And it said, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose. Hallelujah.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
You
yes.
know what
yes,
that scripture? Can I read it again?
Yes,
yes. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose.
yes,
Hallelujah.
I. Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
yes,
Amen.
yes.
Amen. Um, that is it. Time check. We are 56 minutes into the hour 5, and this brings us to the end of the show. And we discussed how to discipline your disappointment. This show was brought to you by Rasta Breadman Company, Team 4K Shooters, Yardi Sessions, Tough Buzz Entertainment, Forever Booming Incorporated, and Natty Yard Bashment. And the key points which we talked about was 1. Accept the disappointment. 2. Control your emotions. 3. Manage your expectations. 4. Look for the lesson. Number 5. Avoid bitterness. Number 6. Don't give up. Number 7. Adjust and adapt to the problem. Number 8. Choose positive influences. Number 9. Strengthen your faith. Number 10 is turn your pain into purpose. And then the spiritual aspect, we had wise words from Tella. She read the Bible verse from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6, which says, Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. And then the other verse is Romans chapter 8, verse 28, and it says, And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Who are the called according to his purpose. So those are what we touched on. Is there anything that my team would like to add before we say goodbye?
Friday night, Saturday morning, the 19th, 20th, Ubi Boobin listening party.
Yes.
Please be there. The artist will be on the set. We'll listen to his album that's dropping that day and be able to ask him questions about the songs and get a firsthand knowledge of what inspired that song. So please come through. Forever Booming.
Okay. All right. Curve, share with
Yes,
us
sir.
before we go.
Yes, we have Cool Hertz, Clive Cool Hertz.
Yes.
We will talk about his journey
Mm-hmm.
from from Jamaica to going to the Bronx,
Wow. In that
migrating to
Sang
the
Hero
Bronx.
segment.
Yep.
Wow.
That's what we'll talk about.
That's great. That's great. So catch us here on Friday, which is Saturday early morning, where we delve into some positive information. Yes, we have Teller back. Let's listen to Teller before we.
Yeah, so that's Friday the 19th, United States time. Well, Eastern Standard Time is 10 p.m. UK
10
time
p.m.
is 3 a.m. and Ghana time 3 a.m. on Saturday, and Ghana time is 2 a.m. on Saturday the 20th.
Okay. Prestella,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes, I realize my phone battery went. They say I have to charge up and just come back and join my people,
If
you
you're
know.
free on Friday night, please come through, and hopefully we'll be
Yes,
here.
my
And
sister, you know, you're my people, you know, me I
yes,
say, I
yes.
find my people are my different thing, you know, my people and me find them. Yeah, as I'm say, if I have a king living in a house right now with a Jezebel have to find Ahab, and the king have to find him queen. Every
right.
Ananias have to find him Sapphira. You understand? Every Sambalat have to find him Tobias. Right? Lucifer first sons and daughters have to find each other, and the children of Zion, the sons and daughters of Zion have to find each other. So that's how it is right now. So you know, give thanks and praise unto the Most High. Great scriptures, them scriptures they're from the Bible. Me I tell you, powerful scriptures. Them. Thank you so much.
We
And
thank
I'm
the
just
Most
giving the
High.
Most
Thank
High
you.
thanks for this platform.
Thank
To
you,
each and
Tyler.
every one, Trap God, Ashcat, Curl,
It is a joy to have you tonight. A pure joy.
yeah, man, all who not there and everybody who tune in and join in on the live. I just want to say thank you all for coming through, you know. The best is yet to come and it is well, you know. We just keep pressing on the upward way. As I say, proud out season where there is prayer, there's power. Continue to offer the sacrifice of praise to the Most High. It is the fruit of your lips giving thanks to his name. I remember that the Most High God is a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. So we seek him through love, fasting, and prayer, no man. Right? That's the thing there. Love,
Hallelujah.
fasting, and prayer.
Love, fasting, and
Okay.
prayer.
That's a drop. That was a drop with the mic statement. I mean, I don't think there's nothing else to say.
No, there's nothing
Drop the
to
mic,
say.
exit stage left.
Yes. God bless you all. I'm so grateful.
Ashkash, you know, they open the book there. Ashkash, my sister, listen to me,
Yes.
queen. They open the book there, no, normal, you know.
Yo,
Ashkash,
I'm funny in real life.
when
Yo.
you open the book there, no.
You have a book, you know.
It was a true joy to have you.
When you
You
open
were
the book there, no,
definitely the light.
sister, the book they solve every problem, you know. You know in that book.
Yo, I told y'all, God built me strong enough. I don't need, he ain't gonna fail me now. I just stepped out on faith. We'll talk about that
Yeah,
on the
man,
next
I,
one.
I love that book. No, we have to do that, sister. When you come on, you know, because I tell you
Yes.
so many people, so many testimonies, and I say, people, yes, so it's a
I
joy
read
when you
that book
come on.
so many times. As soon as the word was spoken, I was like, "Ooh, I got to quote." You know how many times I've read that book in the past 2-3 years, building it and reading it. And you know, it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. They say you gotta, you know, say it before you believe it. You gotta, you gotta. I don't know. I'm out of words for the night. That doesn't happen often.
That is it. That is
A
it.
greatness, man. And you know, where one or two are gathered, anything concerning the Most High, you know, it's already.
Bless you, Kerr. Bless you, Trap.
All the way. And we were on one accord because if a pastor go pray for you, you know, you have to, you know, say the prayer of agreement. So we are on one accord right now because a lot of people don't know that. People are going to pray for you, your mind is somewhere else. You know, a woman asks a pastor, say, can pray for me? And the pastor pray for your mind upon our boyfriend. And no so you go think in prayer of agreement.
Right.
So
And sometimes it's okay to agree to disagree.
Too,
and, you know,
tell them again, sister.
Right.
Sometimes it's okay to agree to disagree. Like if you don't agree, like but there's like
yeah, man.
We give thanks.
That's true.
All of us together as one, we join together, and it's a great vibe, and it's joy. It's
I
joy.
forgot one thing. I DJ Tuesday night, right?
Yes.
Every Tuesday night.
Next Tuesday, every other Tuesday.
Yes.
Every other
Slash
Tuesday.
Wednesday. So next week.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a whole vibe if you haven't figured that out yet. Like
yeah, man. Once you come on, my sister, you just let me know say you're on, you know, because you know
I promise. I'll hit you up earlier that day so that yes.
Tuesday, every Tuesday.
Yes.
Every other.
Oh,
so we do conversations one week and then we do DJ the next week. Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay, cool.
Shout out to Curve.
Yes.
Every other
Curve God
Curve,
boss.
top
Tuesday,
Yeah, you
boss,
don't know.
don't know.
trap god,
Trap
Blessings,
God.
blessings, blessings.
Oshkosh, the old
And
team, everyone.
I would like to
Yes,
use this
yes.
opportunity to bless you all for sharing your experiences, your testimonies, your advices. There's so much wisdom in the collective, in the corporate collective. There's so much wisdom and
So
knowledge
beautiful.
from you people, and I'm grateful that the Most High continues to bless you with all these wonderful experiences to share, so that it will be a blessing to other generations, because it is only right that these young ones coming know how to manage problems, and problems are inevitable. And one thing that we need to know is that a problem is actually a stepping stage into glory. So these are certain things that we need to teach the younger generations as well, and I'm truly grateful for all of you. And
Me as well.
on this note, I guess we would say we'll meet again, hopefully Friday or Saturday, Friday. Yes, same time, same time. Yes,
Same time.
yes. All right. God bless you
Greatness.
all.
Same
Thank you
time.
so
God
much.
bless you all.
Thanks.
Yes,
Thanks for
Bless
the love and
everyone.
support. Love you, love you, love you
yes,
all.
yes.
Love you,
Much
love
Love
you.
love.
all y'all.
Much love.